Hello, people. Hello, you beautiful people. We're here. We're live. We made it. I cannot fucking sleep, man. I don't know what the fuck I typed. I think I was trying to type, I'm here, starting. Hi, Ellie. Oh, man. I got that raunchy morning voice. What's up? How you guys doing? Hold on, let me turn on my light, man. Are you guys fucking ready to read? I got my coffee. Hey, yo, what's up, dude? I am sorry I did not announce stream. My plan was to go to bed, sleep in, then schedule stream. I've been waiting for this stream for so. Woo, this sounds exciting. All right, I need to hype myself the fuck up. All right, give me. We're gonna stall for only 5 minutes, just while less than 5 minutes, just while I set up, because I literally just started stream. And I took my dog out for a little bit right now. And that's why I was 1 minute late. Wait, I just forgot. Or did Milosh get mod in the last two? Yesterday. Yeah. No, yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Yo, love, you're next, man. I got you, bro. If you want mod, I'll give it to you right now, bro. You want mod? I'll give it to you right now, dude. If you want mod, you got it right now. Oh, man. It was fun, man. I went to a sick ass fan meetup, but it was like a low key car meetup. Oh man, I got enough content at least to do like a YouTube short. It was not enough to do a whole video since I wasn't really recording for a whole video. That would be a good mod. Fuck yeah, you'd be an amazing as mod. All right. Oh man. Let's get some light. Let's get some fucking light, man. Let's start light seeking, man. Let's get some fucking light in this room. Hold up, man. You guys don't see my pajamas in the background, do you? Now we're good. I'm like, you guys don't see my PJs, right? Oh, we're good. I'm like, hopefully my PJs don't pop up on the floor. Or like maybe in the reflection of the TV, but it's only aimed at the door. So I'm like, nah, you guys don't see all the mess on the floor. It's okay. We have mods, but I'll step for it when no one else is here. Bet. We got the reserve mods. All right, we got the reserve mods. All right, I'll take it. All right, let me. Bottom screen is set up. Chat is set up. Let me align my camera. A little too much. One sec. I realized the perfect spot for this would be like right here. Then I tilt my monitor like a little bit, slightly slanted. And then let me grab my phone. Where's my phone? Ellie, do you have my phone? One sec. Let me adjust the light on my phone. Give me a sec. How are you here? Yeah, I'm excited. I know. I'm so sorry, Clown Man. It's not out. Dude, it's like, wait, look. Let me back you guys up. Look, let me defend myself for another minute. As I change my light. I started uploading the videos before I went out. And then I just got back. And since I went over, it's not like I was doing my videos when I was over there at the fan meetup. Yeah, what kind of lights we feeling today? Yeah, we can probably do that one. Lives in the spirit world. Let's do this one. Whoa, right. Damn. That's a good lighting. All right, here we go. We're ready. Now let's get music. Just realized there's no music. Let's open this bad boy. Oh, wait, wrong one. No way. Who's calling me right now? Oh. Mute my phone? Okay, we're good. Ellie, what are you doing, man? Today's an exciting day. Oh, we're reading more Lord of the Mysteries. What's up, guys? I am so, bro, no stalling, bro. No, I know, we're not stalling. We're good, we're set up. Sorry, I'm like still half asleep, but it's cool. As we read, we shall wake up. Let me set my puppy down and let's start reading Volume 7. Are you guys excited? I'm pumped. You know what's funny? I realized I don't even do intros anymore. Like, bro, we're like 1,000+ chapters in. 1,280. Can you believe that, Ellie? You are 1,287 chapters old of LOTM. Dude, I think I had Ellie on one of our videos from like since the second episode, man. She was a freaking baby, dude. Let's get to it, man. Let's just read. I'm sleep deprived. Let's just fucking go right into it. Your honorific name, I forgot my honorific name. Love. The reader who stalls for eternity. The beast tamers of all baddies. No? No, sorry, babe. I love you. No. Sorry. Hey. That's me being a YouTuber persona. Sorry. I retract that part. Let me let my puppy out and let's get reading, man. One sec. Yeah, she's a true mastermind. 100 chapters left. I know this fucking pub. We got 100 chapters. Hold up. I'm a little cold. Get my little blankie. Kind of just pat myself down. It doesn't help that I'm wearing shorts right now and we're in that fall weather right now. It doesn't help that I'm doing that. Sorry. And I really don't want to make it feel like I'm stalling. So just to be sure, let me see. We need to read until 92, if I'm not mistaken, which is good. We can do that in 2 hours. And then we're good. All right, before I read, sip a little bit of coffee. Making channel successful so she can have infinite dog treats. Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, man, I spoil my dog. I'm always buying her treats. The Great Lord, but I'll read Milosh. Let's read Milosh's. Hold up. We're going to redo our honorific name. What? Wait, hold up. What am I even playing? Am I even playing music in the background? Oh, I am looping music. All right. The Great Lord of the Badoons. The streamer who stalls for eternity. Well, sometimes eternity, sometimes short. The first chaser. Ooh, the first chaser of mysteries. The bunny girl taster. I don't know about that one because we looked at the bunny girl outfits. The geeky gamer. Hey. That kind of slaps. Hey, that one kind of slaps, Milosh. All right. Chapter 1287 is called Guidance. All right. Oh, I think I have that one saved. The reader who stalls for eternity, the tamer. Yeah, the tamer. There you go. The tamer of beasts and dogs. The one who farms LOTM. Easy geeky. Oh, hell yeah. That's the one I had pasted down here in my notes somewhere. Oh, yeah, I found it. My dumbass. I just had to scroll down more. All right. Timestamp. I got it. Let's fucking read, man. You guys fucking pumped? I'm sorry if I am a little bit stalling right now. Since I literally just got up. Usually, when I have time, I set up stream ahead of time. I did not set stream ahead of time. And then right now, I'm gonna like snippet all the shit I was able to record and just upload like a YouTube short. Let's see. I mean, if you guys know, you guys might not. You might know where I went. If you guys know the significance of today's date when it comes to films and cinema. Today's a certain movie anniversary. Let's get reading. Chapter 1287. Guidance. 8 minutes of stalling? No, that was 8 minutes of setup. Seeing that Klein was momentarily at a loss for words, the chief shepherd of the Church of the God of Combat, Ilarion revealed its solemn expression. Furthermore, the fall of a deity is only temporarily. He will eventually return, an awakening using my body. Klein frowned slightly when he heard that. He didn't know whether an angel was having mental problems and wasn't far from losing control because of his shaken anchors, or if he was too affected by the God of Combat. In a certain sense, he had to become his backup. Ignoring the sequencer of true deities, even kings of angels and a number of angels would often not completely die. True, it's been established. You should know very well that the apocalypse will come in another 10 or so years. I believe that the speed of the God of Combat's resurrection won't be fast enough. Klein attempted to awaken to him with cruel reality. Larian snorted. You will never be able to imagine the power of God. He didn't give Klein the chance to continue his persuasion and revealed a smile. In short, I won't make a deal with you. Pray to Evernight, pray to the deity you believe in to seal 002 and save you. But all I need to do is wait another 30 to 40 seconds before I can leave this place. Klein looked up at the curtain. The curtain? The one he got from the Dark Demonic Wolf? Klein looked up at the curtain, right, hanging from infinity high above, and didn't say anything else. He made his spirit body return to the library where the Turnison brass book was. Do you have any ideas? He asked without delay. Ariana shook her head slightly and asked, what did Nerlin say? He told us to pray to the deities to seal 002. As Klein spoke, he was suddenly stunned. What Larian said didn't seem too problematic, but he had inadvertently revealed a very important piece of information. He believed that deities could seal 002 no matter who they were. Oh, anybody can seal it. Then what does a deity rely on to seal it? By forcefully suppressing it with their sequence 0 statuses, or using a might that can destroy the world? Many questions appeared in Klein's mind. At this moment, Turnison Brass Book flipped to a blank page, producing silver words one after another. The language it used was the one of the first blasphemy slate. It seemed to be the source of all the languages. That were still in use. In the blink of an eye, the silver words formed into a new text. The Bellatine City Library is a place where the Turnison Brass Book is kept. It is a place that must be heavily protected. Living beings who intruded without the Turnison Brass Book's permissions will be severely punished. It's an elevation of the punishment. I might be sentenced to death next. Klein's pupils dilated as he quickly deduced the most likely development. However, he didn't panic at all. Instead, he smiled and said with sincerity, my wish is to shrink the size of the Bellatine City Library so that the spot where Mam Mariana and I are is the boundary line? The boundary line of like the whole region? Like, oh, you're like outside. Ah. As soon as he finished speaking, he snapped his fingers and granted his own wish. As the snapping sound reverberated, the law corresponding to the Bellatine City Library disappeared. Well, I need to sip my coffee. Procrastinator, time breaking promises, the one who seeks light but falls into darkness. Wait, I'm not ignoring your messages. Wait. No, wait, hold up. Do you remember the name Turnison? From the Turnison Empire. No, I remember. Yeah, the Turnison Empire. I remember. The building shrunk and the walls retreated. Soon, only a tenth of its original size was left. Klein and Ariana subconsciously arrived outside the floor to the ceiling windows. Through the open window, they stared at the Turnison brass books that remained on the rectangular table. There was no change in the distance between them and the target. They were still very close, but they were no longer within the confines of being severely punished. However, due to their first violation of the curfew, they were once again whipped by an invisible law enforcer. After accumulating the wishes of restoring buildings one after another, Klein could create quite a miracle in this aspect. He didn't make another wish and continued thinking. He analyzed the hidden meaning behind the words of the chief shepherd of the Church of the Gods of Combat. No, it shouldn't have been forcibly suppressing using a DT status and level. Otherwise, my spiritual intuition would have told me the answer long ago. That would have made me activate Sephira Castle's aura and complete the seal. From a mysticism point of view, this is understandable. This is because 002 is clearly related to a particular Sephira. It's difficult to suppress it by relying on the status and the level of a sequence 0. By relying on the might of the deities themselves, this might be possible. But there's a high chance that it's not real. It's not a real method. This is because Larian knows of a sealing method that can be completed without relying on deities. Wait, what? How was that implied? He knows of a method that can be completed without relying on the deities, but he said pray to the deities, or any, right? What's special about a sequence 0 deity, and what methods can an angel use to achieve such a special sealing method? The most special thing I can think of at the moment is that a sequence 0 deity contains a uniqueness. This is something I can't summon from the historical void. It really has the characteristics of being unique, but how can an angel indirectly simulate a uniqueness? Countless thoughts collided in Klein's mind, producing large amounts of sparks, but he still couldn't figure out what the key problem was. At this moment, the mercury-colored words of the Turnison brass book continued to seep out, forming new paragraphs that stipulated that Klein and Ariana were a group of people that needed punishment. It's a fucked up book, dude. Ariana observed silently for a while before suddenly saying, I'll try to conceal the souls beneath the table to make 002 fall to the core. Raise your level of alertness to prevent any accidents. Conceal the soil, fall to the core. Klein's heart stirred. He felt that this was a rather good solution. The Turnison brass book had only forbidden the touching and changing its condition at present. Oh, but not the environment. The environment wasn't equivalent to its conditions. In addition, they were only forbidden from entering Bellatane City Library. It didn't mean that Klein and Arya couldn't exert certain influences on it, and when 002, which hadn't been banned from leaving, passed through the concealed soil and fell to the core, it would lose its influence on Bellatane City. Oh, because it falls outside of its like jurisdiction or its domain, right? Oh, that's smart. Causing the laws it had set up to fail. This was the case unless it was awakened furthermore or came to life, allowing a larger region to fall under its jurisdiction. This way, Klein and Ariana no longer needed to be restricted by the rules. They could seek help from the Evernight Goddess. However, when Ariana finally thought of a solution and was preparing to carry out the plan, a new law was completely formed. The Bellatane City Library is a place where the Turnistan brass books is stored. It is a place that must be strictly protected. No living things or objects is to deal with any form of damage to it in any way. Indeed, 002 has already noted this loophole. This loophole, as Klein frowned slightly, he suddenly had an idea of what he had been thinking about. The uniqueness of a Secret Zero deity was indeed unique, but their sealing of 002 wasn't directly done by using authority and power that came from it. It's very likely that they could rely on this trait of a uniqueness to alert 002 into setting up a series of contradictory rules, causing the sealed artifact to fall into a paradoxical cycle. It keeps like looping with its laws or rules. A paradoxical cycle. That law was so strong, stream crashed. We're back? We're back, right? Like, no, yeah, it crashed for a sec. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're back. In this aspect, angels, saints, and even ordinary people could accomplish that by themselves. The key was to think of the paradox and guide it to establishing it. As for how the seal of 002, after it entered a paradoxical cycle, was preparing to fix the loophole, Klein didn't have any clues at the moment, so he needed to make further observations. How should I create a paradox? All the rules and regulations set up by 002 quickly flashed through Klein's mind. In just a few seconds, he acutely grasped a point where he could create a paradoxical cycle. He quickly turned his head and said to Ariana, "Ma'am, let's not destroy the city library. We will directly conceal the other parts of the Bellatane indirectly, causing it to lose the necessary support. This place will then collapse on its own, thus falling into the core." Ariana didn't immediately do as he said. Instead, she turned her head and gave Klein a deep look. This will cause... Wait, wow. This will cause the deaths of many civilians. We have to make a choice between the lesser of two... Whoa! No, shot, they said that. We have to make a choice between the lesser of two evils, Klein said seriously. Ariana didn't respond and fell silent. Wow, my voice cracked a little. Ariana didn't respond and fell silent. It was as though she was in intense mental struggle or making an appropriate preparations. You know what's crazy? The fact that like Klein and Ariana, they're like equals. They're both grounded angels in this situation, bro. That's what's so crazy, man. It's like they're fucking equals, at least in this moment. Like they're both grounded angels. And back then she was like this enigma. Like who the fuck is she? She's so strong and so mysterious. And now like we're fucking equals. At this moment, the two brass pages that had been just written, the two articles quickly created more new laws. Bellatane is the city where the Turnistan brass book is located, a true holy land in all senses of the phrase. No living things or object is to deal any form of damage to it in any way. Upon seeing this text, Klein wasn't disappointed. Instead, he smiled. With a snap, he snapped his fingers, causing scarlet flames to surge out of his pocket and quickly drown him. In just 2 to 3 seconds, a stream of flames descended from the sky. Klein jumped out and carried a person. This was one of the four Beyonders he had saved previously. He was the Bellatane local Billy's. Well, we plan to save everybody, so we better save everybody. Go in and quickly flip through the brass book, Klein said calmly as he pointed at 002 at the rectangular table. Billy's didn't know exactly what happened, but he believed that the magical magician who had fulfilled 2 of his wishes had found a way out of the situation of plaguing Bellatane. Thus, after taking a deep breath, he entered the city library. Oh, because he's a resident. He entered the... Yeah, he's a local. Yeah. He entered the city library through the miniaturized open floor to the ceiling window. This is what makes the book scary. It's fucking... It's like, I would never be able to come up with this stuff, bro. Like, this is just too much. Oh, shit, I need to finish my character. I need to finish my OC character today. Oh! During this process, he didn't receive any severe punishments. In fact, he wasn't even whipped. Upon seeing the scene, Klein smiled wide, and 002 has produced a paradox. Due to Rhodes' existence, the Turnstone Brass Book could only do a most comprehensive prohibition preventing any living beings or objects from dealing any form of damage to it in any way. As a city, Bellantaine's definition didn't just include its terrain and building, it definitely included the residents here. This way, if 002 punished the Bellantine citizens like Billy's, any damage to him would go against the law it had just issued. If it didn't punish him, it would go against the laws that prohibited him from entering the city library. Hence, the Turnstone Brass Book had entered a vicious cycle. Of course, Klein believed that such a paradox would quickly be corrected by appending additional clauses. He only hoped that Billy's would be able to flip through the Brass Book and find the clues to sealing it. So, you're telling me... Read my message? Hello? I'll read it. I got you. Klein is stronger because... Thank you. Yes, Klein is stronger because he has a Sephiroth. Or Sephiroth. I got you. Yeah, I got you. No, I remember that part. But like the fact that they're both sequence 2, at least in that aspect, is pretty cool. Pay attention to the current... Oh, and of course, they're not going to be equals forever. I know Klein is going to surpass her. But it's so cool, dude. Pay attention to the current open page. Once an article is about to take shape, immediately come out, Klein instructed as he stared at Billy's and 002. All right. Key intelligence. Next chapter, 1288. Paste this. Let me have Discord open because I know Milosh said you said you had a lot of artwork for today, right? Yeah, so let me have this open. Let me just keep Discord open right here. What? Why don't I? Okay, hold up. Let me just send this. So I love him as he's... Hold up, is... Quickly sent. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Did I send all that to Love? Wait, Love, that wasn't for you. Wait, my dumbass. I DM'd Love. Let me copy and paste all this and send it to Goff. One sec. I sent Love how I was gonna update my character, but that was supposed to be for Goff. Wait, hold up. I DM Love instead of Goff by accident. My bad. No regards to that. Okay, now we're good. Now we resume. I love my... Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this to my character. And I see you're on your phone. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? Ellie is plotting something so divas. Easy must focus on counterizing her power. No. I told Goff because I don't want them to kick me out from the game, man. Okay, now we're back to reading. All right, sorry. That's the last of stalling out the way. Now we're good. We're locked in. Coffee's kicking in. I'm in full gear. Running on no sleep, but it's all good in the hood. Copy paste. Next chapter. I saw there was more YouTube drama, like with other bigger YouTubers. Crazy. Oh, that was my name before I changed it to Amon for the Chernobyl chapter. Oh, Oh, you originally changed it. Got it. All right. Next chapter, chapter 1288. Sorry for all the slight stalling here and there. I apologize for that. But here we go. Key intelligence. Although Billy's had witnessed Phil's severed hand, Weber's hanging, and Miss Magician's palm... I keep saying Miss Magician. Mr. Magician's palm fused from worms, and also had a certain understanding of their horrifying anomaly brought about by 002, his lacking level and experience made him unaware of the true horror behind this matter. He mostly explained it away as a horror tale coming to life. Therefore, the spy, feeling afraid, he mustered up his courage and quickly approached a rectangular table under the watch of the magical magician and grounded angel. Of course, him being from the sailor pathway was particularly responsible. Klein was a woman all along. He was Miss Magician all along. It was fours all along, man. That'd be so funny. With 2 or 3 steps, Billy's had reached a spot where he could touch the brass book. Without thinking about it, he reached out of his right palm and grabbed the brass pages on 002 and quickly flipped through them. During this process, the back of Billy's hand held up the brass page, which hadn't completely been filled, to prevent it from being blocked, so as to allow him, Miss Magician, and Ma'am Angel to observe the changes on it and react in advance. Amidst the flipping sounds of this, sailor saw the line that touched the turnstile brass book would result in the death sentence. He was first alarmed before he was filled with a strong sense of puzzlement about his current state. However, this didn't affect his actions of flipping the pages forward. Klein's eyes reflected the different brass pages, and each page had different rules. The projections of these brass pages didn't appear by making lines disappear and by making lines disappear and having new ones substitute them. Instead, they appeared side by side and gradually increased in number. In the end, Klein's eyes reflected a different number on the brass pages in them. They were neatly arranged, one line after another. It was as though he had split 002 in a single page and placed it on a glass platform to bask in the sun. This was a dream divination technique at an angel level, allowing Klein to reproduce the scenes he had just seen before his very eyes. That quickly? Miss Magician again. Damn, did I do that again? I am so sorry. Miss Full. With the passage of time, the brass pages in the dark brown eyes began to spin and pinpoint one of them. The turnstile brass book originates from a justiciar uniqueness that had been corrupted by the nation of disorder. It's exactly as I expected, since the turnstile is nation of disorder one of the Sephiroths? Because we said, well, it's been established, right, that the Book of Laws is probably related to a Sephiroth. Is this one of the 9, Nation of Disorder? Yes, right? Okay. It's exactly as I expected, since the turnstile brass books can produce all the low-level rules. The corresponding content must contain a description of itself. This is determined by its essence, unless it completely awakens or comes alive and has the deficient intelligence to know how to selectively hide it. Just as a thought of joy flashed through Klein's mind, he saw a new world in mercury color appear on the unfulfilled brass pages. This meant that 002 had finally diverted a portion of its powers from its vicious cycle. It was preparing to add text and supplementary explanation to fix the flaws. Leave. Without any hesitation, Klein shouted. Billy strictly obeyed the order of a high-level figure, immediately withdrawing his right hand, turning around and sprinting out the window. Making a move to attack me, seeing that the sailor with dual attributes had left the city library, Klein suddenly added. Billy's heart was filled with puzzlement, but he still raised his right arm and pulled back his shoulder. He put on a stance that looked like he was about to throw a punch at Klein. At that moment, a new article finally took shape. With regards to the rules above, the turnstile brass book and the group of people it permits have immunity while enforcing the law. Oh. Easy defeated. It strikes here and there sometimes. Sometimes it creeps in, man. It's like a hunger. Sometimes it just comes out and I can't control it. However, even if this article was successfully published, Billy's wouldn't suffer any punishment. Clearly, the turnstile brass book wouldn't pursue problems that led to a vicious cycle or unclear definitions. It was just like how it didn't pile crimes on the roads after it mended the loopholes in the rules. By the same logic, Billy's, who had truly come into contact with 002, didn't suffer any contamination from a Sephira, but the supplementary clauses were published. Billy's was a part of the bulletin. He couldn't be damaged in any sense, so he couldn't be corrupted, but with his additional clause, he wouldn't be retroactively punished for his previous actions. In fact, after Billy's left the city library, he had violated the curfew order as well. But Klein had already noticed the problem. It was that when the Bellatine citizens pursued foreigners while outside, they weren't restricted by the curfew. Therefore, he made Billy's attack him in a manner to avoid the corresponding punishment. Right on the heels of that, he seized the opportunity while 002 was fixing the loophole to quickly recall the detailed information regarding the turnstile brass book.
This book possesses a living characteristic, but most of the time it's a very low level. Oh. The first half of the book displays almost all the underlying rules, while the second half is blank. It needs to be filled autonomously. Once there are no restrictions, it would naturally set up laws with certain biases for the surrounding areas and strictly enforce it. During this process, it would change and correct the rules based on the feedback. As the law gradually became stricter, his living characteristics will deepen. Once a law that can interfere with all the aspects take form, the Turnescent Brass Book will completely come alive. It will possess true intelligence and has the ability to modify the first half of the underlying rules to a certain extent. Oh, like, again, autonomously. The exact extent that it can reach is as follows. If there are... Oh, wait, hold up. Okay, let's read the rules. If there are any contradictions in the laws that can't be corrected, or the pages are filled without being able to form a sufficiently airtight system of rules, the Turnescent Brass Book will produce a new line at the boundary between the first and the second half. All the following rules are ineffective. Oh, that's a good one. After this line takes form, the rules in the second half will disappear and the pages will return to a blank state. For a sec, I'm like, oh, okay, so the rules can eventually hit a point where you run out of pages, but no, that happens. They'd be erased. After the second half is completely blank, the clause, all the following rules are ineffective, will be erased. Oh. And the Turnescent Brass Book will repeat its previous actions until there is a set of laws that covers all aspects. Oh, and it redoes the laws again. The rules that it creates have to be publicized or informed to the masses before having them take effect. When there's no clear rule for a particular action, whether it's against common knowledge or the surrounding living beings, Turnescent Brass Book hates distorted and ugly rules. It hates having loopholes found. I'm sorry, how can Klein steal this, seize this, and use this for the finale? I'm trying to... Like, how can we use this to our advantage? What a detailed description. There should be a method to Seal 02 and all of this. Klein's thoughts raced as he attempted to find information that he could use from every line of text. Just write it in, bro. It's that easy. Just like seal, and then it seals. At this moment, the leader of the aesthetics, Ariana, whispered, think of a way to fill the pages behind 002 without making it airtight enough. That's right. In that case, the Turnescent Brass Book will declare that all the following rules are ineffective. It'll redo it again. When that happens, its restrictions on the surroundings will be temporarily vanished, before the new ones are applied, allowing us to have the chance to touch it, take it away, or directly pray to a deity. Oh, so when you make the laws, like, void, ineffective, you use that time before it rewrites to seize it. Okay. Oh, then that's pretty straightforward. Okay. But how should we go about doing this? The Turnescent Brass Book hates distorted and ugly rules. It hates having loopholes found. Klein's heart stirred as he had an idea. Without hesitation, he stretched out his arms as if he was hugging the air. In the next second, inside the building, whose dimensions had shrunk to 1/10 of the original Bellatine City Library, a hall that was covered with deep black stone slabs with all kinds of scuffling descending into the real world. There were 8 black stone pillars erected in the hall, and metal poles hung from the high dome. At the bottom were candlesticks carved into different creatures, 41 on the left, 40 on the right, which is an architectural style of the 4th epoch. I remember that. This was the Tudor Turnescent United Empire Hall of Consuls that Klein had seen before. At the time, both consuls were still Sequence 1 princes of the 2 on the throne. Still Sequence 1 princes of violation of the Black Emperor pathway, so this place was filled with distortions. It didn't match to normal circumstances and didn't have any rules of aesthetics. Apart from that, when Klein summoned the historical scene, he also used his domain's ability to add the details of the 4th epoch, which he knew. I always remember. If I don't remember, it's engagement bait, man. It made dumbest lie of my life. I just forget. It made the order that stemmed from the Black Emperor become more and more detailed, as though it was corporeal. His wrists were severed as they landed on the ground. Blood spurted out from the wound, just like an ordinary person. This was the second time Klein had committed fraud. The 2 palms and fresh blood that gushed to the ground quickly separated into transparent maggots and stickily, neatly shaped liquids. As for the worms of spirit, convulsed and died, Klein grimaced due to the pain as he made numerous worms crawl out from the stump to form new palms. At the same time, he tried his best to maintain the scenes he had created through multiple summonings, not letting it dissipate. On the rectangular table inside the book that had bound brass pages, many new lines of text appeared. All the building structures had to follow the golden ratio and principles of symmetry. Oh, Okay. Strange clothes are not permitted. The following crimes have that's stupid. Well, I mean, I get it, but that's funny. Strange clothes are not permitted. The following crimes have the death penalty. That's so funny. The Turnistan brass book flipped through the pages quickly as it targeted the laws that stemmed from a black emperor. The further it went, the faster the new text appeared. There's no more pauses that lasted nearly a minute. Inside the hall, the candlesticks that fell from the ceiling broke and disappeared. Then the other parts of the hall experienced various changes, whipping away the original details of order one by one. Finally, the hall could no longer be maintained. It collapsed and returned to the historical void. At that moment, the Turnistan brass book had already flipped to the last 2 pages. Oh shit, we almost got it. It was spread out there without any movement. With the last page filled with text and no longer able to form a tight system of rules with 002, everything is void. Had previously said, Klein silently exhaled as he relaxed a little. He felt his spirituality was almost depleted. Let's wait for an hour at Billy's house. He turned his head and said to Ariana, if they stayed where they were, they would suffer increasingly severe punishments from breaking the curfew until they were sentenced to death. As for the monitoring the Turnistan brass book, the mission that couldn't allow for mistakes was naturally handed over to a Rhodes. Although this magic mirror couldn't directly look at 002, it could pay attention to the notice board and determine the disappearance progress of the laws on it. Oh, and a Rhodes will tell him. Why is this chapter called Fooling, man? Who the hell is unknown viewer? Amon? Known viewer? Unknowns wanted. I am just me. I am just me. What happened? Known? Wait, known? Who is? Wait, where's unknown? Is known unknown? Or is this somebody new? Oh shit! Wait, there are 2 knowns. What the fuck? Who, guys? Who the fuck is known viewer? What the fuck? Oh shit! Who the fuck is that? We got a known. Who? Wait, hold up. I don't know this. I don't know this guy. Who is this known? I don't know this viewer. Who is that? I know unknown. Oh, that's so funny. I know unknown, and I don't know known. If that makes any fucking sense. I was reading known viewer and I'm like, oh, it's unknown. I was reading that in my head as unknown. Yeah, when I was glancing earlier, oh, there's an imposter. I feel like I'm playing Among Us over here. Oh, man, the lore does deepen. Yeah, it does deepen. Oh, that's funny. I was tripping out. I was reading known viewer as unknown this whole time. Guys, I have a theory. Unknown is known. Yeah, before we read this chapter, it's like we have new lore. I know unknown, but I don't know known viewer, if that makes any sense. That is a paradox in and of itself. That is a what was it? That is a contradictory statement. So we must undo the laws, just like we are in this series. Look at that coincidence. The lore deepens coincidentally at the same time with the book. Look at that. Chapter 1289 is called Fooling. All right. Where did this guy known go? After returning to Billy's house, Klein pulled a chair over and sat down without waiting for Roy and company to make inquiries. He made a rather pious wish. I wish for my spirituality to be restored. With that said, he raised his right hand, snapped his fingers, and granted his own wish, thus allowing his spirituality to return to its normal state. Right on the heels of that, he extended his left palm, preparing to end the maintenance of the historical projection of the curtain before summoning a new one so as to continue sealing off the spirit world area corresponding to Bellatine City. This prevented the Church of the God of Combat's chief shepherd, Galarian, from escaping. There's no need to do so. There's always the next time. At that moment, Ariana slowly shook her head, indicating that Klein no longer needed to summon curtains that originated from the dark demonic wolf. There was a limit to the power of wishes. A miracle invoker couldn't satisfy the same wish in a short period of time, which meant that within the text of 1 to 2 hours, Klein couldn't recover his spirituality by granting his own wishes. Of course, to a qualified seer pathway, this limitation was something that could be avoided. For example, he could get Pasha, Roy, Billis, and Ariana to take turns to wish for Klein to regain his spirituality before granting their wishes as a miracle invoker. However, the problem was that even if he could recover his spirituality that many times, he wouldn't be able to maintain the curtain, which was at the same level of a sequence 1 for no more than an hour. Furthermore, he needed to wait for an hour before 02 erased all of the previous. Oh, it takes an hour. That's why he said we have to wait. Before 002 could erase all the previous rules and rewrote them. After some deliberation, Klein nodded slightly and replied with a smile, "Let's give it a try first. After all, we're rather free right now. I'll give up my last spirituality recovery attempt Yes, this will purely depend on the chief shepherd's luck. Perhaps he might lose control because of anxiety, frustration, or nervousness. As he spoke, Klein dispelled the maintenance of his original curtain, and his left hand moved forward immediately after that. He pulled out a new curtain. He pulled out a new curtain, allowing it to appear inside the spirit world that corresponded to Beltane City. In an area where the saturated colors overlapped one another, Larian, who was wearing a black robe with white edges and not a square hat, felt the restrictions disappear. Just as he was about to make his way out, he saw a new curtain descend, sealing him off again. The smile in his face instantly froze. A few seconds later, Larian slowly exhaled and composed himself mentally as he continued to wait. In the next hour, the chief shepherd of the Church of the God of Combat repeatedly experienced the despair and pain of having his hopes extinguished. He attempted to find the pattern in an attempt to figure out the time interval so as to grasp the fleeting opportunity. He wanted to rush out of the barrier the moment the old curtain disappeared and before the new curtain was produced. However, he eventually discovered that the intervals didn't follow any patterns. The person stopped him and didn't restore the barrier only when his spirituality was about to be depleted. At times, the other party would recreate the barrier far ahead of time. If it wasn't for the fact that the Phaeacian citizens weren't forced to change face from the God of Combat, and that the decree that Larian was considered a traitor hadn't been widely spread, this grounded angel might have already lost control on the spot. As time passed, Larian once again sensed the collapse of the old curtain. However, this time, there was no new curtain. He has finally reached his limit. Larian was delighted. He's like, now we fight. That's all part of Klein's plan. Without any hesitation, he rushed out of the collapsing nascent divine kingdom and lunged at him. In the next moment, he saw a woman holding four blonde. Oh, she's here. Okay. She saw a woman holding four blonde red-eyed heads dressed in a complicated long dress, an unknown existence that was wrapped in bandages with yellowish brown liquid covered the entire and several strange but abnormally powerful spirit world creatures. Several strange but abnormally powerful spirit world creatures? I'm sorry, who the fuck did Klein summon from the historical void? The curtain that Klein had summoned the previous time were the historical void projections that had been tainted with the Sephira Castle's aura and naturally attracted objects sensitive to it. He wouldn't even be surprised if Amon was among the group. I'm sorry, what? You tell me Klein is eventually going to be able to just summon Amon when they become homies? Like, what? The smile on Larian's face froze again. Beltane City in Billy's rental apartment. Klein suddenly raised his head and looked up into the sky. He muttered softly, impressive. Following that, he became silent again until the magic mirror emitted an aqueous light that reflected the notice board's current state. The rules on the paper disappeared in a reverse order of their appearance. This meant that 002 was beginning to erase the rules it had set up, and it was preparing to redo everything. Once the curfew order was abolished, the highly focused Klein immediately pulled Ma'am Mariana and used Flaming Jump to appear outside the shrunken Beltane City library. As he looked over, he realized that one of the brass pages of 002, that sped at which the rules were being wiped clear, became very fast. In just a blink of an eye, the second half of the book was only left with a clause. All the following rules are ineffective. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. We're here. This is our time. To find that, the clause disappeared as a new set of rules. Oh, already. A new set of rules rapidly emerged without any gaps. The tungsten brass book is the most precious item. No living being is permitted to touch it. That doesn't exempt the undead. He literally wanted to steal Klein's fate in Volume 6. I mean, wait, yes, true. Maybe because, like, he's jealous of him. He, like, wanted his fate, right? So if you, and then Amon's gonna be like, if you can't beat him, just join him, yeah? No, I'm sorry. Weird fanfic. Sorry. I retract that statement. Before this clause was completed, Ariana's figure had already appeared beside the rectangular table. Her finger touched the brass pages. With a crack, the leader of the Church of Evernights Ascetics had her neck suddenly constricted as though an invisible rope had hoisted her up. As an angel, she had actually suffered bone fractures and had different breathing. This is an enemy to lovers arc or something. No, that was a joke. I'm sorry. Death by hanging. However, with Ariana's fingers sliding over with some difficulty, the first clause that appeared was erased before. Oh my god. Okay, so she's not dead. The clause that appeared, well, I mean, it's a historical void, so she'd be okay in the first place. Before it was fully displayed, it entered a concealed state. As for the rules set by 002, it had to be publicized or announced before it could truly be effective. With delusional is not the Delulu is not the Sululu. That's a pretty funny statement, Clown Man. However, with Ariana's finger sliding over with some difficulty, the first clause that appeared was erased. Before it was fully displayed, it entered a concealed state. As for all the rules set by 002, it had to be publicized or announced before it could truly be effective. With a whoosh, Ariana picked up the deterrence brass book and threw it to Klein, who was outside of the window. In the previous hour, Klein had already anticipated all the possible developments and had a discussion with Ariana. He was in no way nervous or flustered. With 002 was still in midair, he dragged another himself, wearing a human skin glove, out of the void. Then he grabbed the tungsten brass book and used his historical projection to teleport away. After his figure disappeared from the spot, Ariana landed on the ground with a loud thud, a deep mark left on her neck. In just a few seconds, Klein, who was holding 002, appeared at the top of the main peak of the Hornikes mountain range. He used his spiritual vision at the level of an angel and saw the collapsed, dilapidated, and fogged palace. Without any hesitation, Klein allowed his historical projection to take the tungsten brass book and blink to the main door of the palace before pushing the door open. What appeared before him was a hall with many corpses hanging from above. Every corpse was different. There were man and woman, either dressed beautifully, simply, exquisitely, or casually. Behind each of these hangers was a transparent and slippery tentacle with complicated patterns. They came from the depths of the hall from an ancient stone chair. On the huge stone chair, transparent and distorted maggots were formed into a ball. They grew wantonly and extended out strange tentacles. This was the hall full of the Antigonus family who had lost control and gone mad. I'm sorry, what? Sensing the door open and sensing Klein's historical projection approach, the cluster of maggots left the stone chair and fiercely flayed the slippery tentacles, causing them to surge towards the door as if they were being affected by an invisible suction force. Wait. I'm sorry. This is where the tarot card is, though. Not tarot card. This is where the card of blasphemy is. This is where the full card was here. It was left behind right here. Similarly, at the bottom of the stone chair, the tarot card with Roselle's image, which was written with a stellar radiance, flew towards the door. Just seeing the scene pushed Klein's historical projection towards experiencing a breakdown. Thankfully, he didn't possess any sentience and wasn't remotely controlled by Klein. I need to raise the volume up for you guys a little bit. And wasn't remotely controlled by Klein. He didn't suffer the chaotic thoughts and the negative side effects of the mental mutation, nor did he stand motionless and helpless. Before the historical projection dissipated, it threw the tungsten brass book at a terrifying cluster of maggots. The transparent and slippery tentacles sensed danger and instinctively reacted by wrapping around the sealed artifact 002. Under such interference and the invisible strong winds, the full card had reached the door one step ahead of the strange tentacles. Klein's historical projection had mostly collapsed. Seeing this, he mechanically extended his right hand, grabbed the card of blasphemy, and threw it behind him. In the next instant, the slippery tentacles that were reassembled had reached out of the door, but they were blocked by the fog, unable to exit. All they could do was wildly pound at the barrier. The open door slowly closed, blocking out of the scene. Klein was hiding somewhere on the mountain peak. The fact that we went here, that escalated so quickly. Klein, who was hiding somewhere on the mountain peak, frowned slightly. He felt a sense of joy and relief, as well as a strong sense of doubt. Wait, what? How did we get here again? I'm so sorry. What the fuck? This was like kind of like Whiplash. I thought we were gonna like build up to it. We just got it. In other words, we went to mountain range, but got it in and out like that. He made that shit look easy. In other words, I used 002 to exchange for the Fool's card. The goddess doesn't need me to see clues regarding the river of eternal darkness for the time being. Klein slowly muttered to himself. He walked out of the hidden area and arrived not far from the ancient palace. He bent down and picked up the card of blasphemy. On the surface, the card was Roselle Gustave, who was wearing a colorful clothes and holding a stick and luggage. His eyes were filled with a longing for the future. Behind him was a puppy. What? A puppy? Behind him was a puppy. On the upper left corner of the card, that resplendent stellar radiance outlined a few words: Sequence 0, the Fool. Oh my god. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that's so good. We got it. Sequence 0, the Fool. Inside the ancient palace, the tertian brass book fell to the ground and opened up the first page of the second half of the book. New rules begin to form. The tertian brass book is the most precious item. No living being is permitted to touch it. Those in violation are to be sentenced to death. One is not allowed to change the condition of the tertian brass book in any way. Those in violation are to be sentenced to death. Just as the two rules appeared, and before it could inform the owners of her castle, a lines of words suddenly appeared between the two halves of the book. All the following rules are ineffective. And just like that. An hour later, the two rules were wiped out and new rules were written. However, after just 2 lines, there was an additional clause in front of them. 002 seemed to have reached a blank slate that happened when the entire book was filled up. Again and again, the tertian brass book fell into an endless cycle. Oh, and it's stuck in that paradoxical loop. Oh, that is good, man. Ooh. Hey, 2%, I had 9%. Last time I checked, I had 9%. I gotta check it. Wait, hold up. I'm down to check. That's so fucking tight. Damn, that's fucking sick. Wait, hold up. Let me do my timestamp. 38 minutes, 01. Hold up. We need to get our card. I'm sorry. We need to get our card. We need our card right here. Give me a sec. Dang, that's slow. Here's an official art on how Klein looks. Wait, oh, send it. Hold up. Don't look at me. I gotta take off my shirt. Just don't look. 1 sec. I gotta take off my shirt. Are we that scary? Are we that scary? Wait, can I show you guys this? My least favorite? I think we're gonna read up to 92. Yeah, I think Milosh told me, yeah, you can go up until 92 today. So I think we are gonna stop at 92. One sec. Why is my... Give me a sec. Why don't I see chat? Oh, because I pasted the chapter title. My dumbass. Look at that. It's right here. Look at that. We got it. We fucking got it, man. We got and acquired the card of blasphemy. Look at that. We finally had it. Hey, I'm not trying to brag, but I got this card before Klein. I'm just saying. I was able to get this card before Klein was able to get this card. That's all I'm gonna say. He took a little too long. I got this bitch in July. I got my card in, what was it? Yeah, July. So I was only reading LOTM, what was it? For like 9 months? It took me 9 months to get my card of blasphemy. That's not the card of blasphemy, my guy. Hey, don't say that. It is. It's sequence 0 full card. Look, I was able to get my card before him. I was able to get my full card before him. Look, even to prove my point, look at that. The logo is right there. This is Rizal. Like, if you squint hard enough, that is Rizal. You just squint one eye, tilt your head. What was it? Why the fuck is there a puppy on the card? I don't get that part. He said there's a... Wow, you know what, man? I'll be honest. If this was a little bit thinner, it would have perfectly fit on my phone case, and I would have used this every day. I'll be honest, I'm actually no, I'm not 10-bit enough. No, I'm not gonna risk breaking it. No, that's not a clan card. No. No. Look. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Ignorance is... Don't you dare use my work without... Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I won't use your work without your permission. I'm so sorry. My Amon versus Klein artwork. I'm so sorry, Chris. Wait, hold up. I don't know if I have your permission to show that. But dude, I love your artwork. It's so beautiful, dude. I love it. That makes sense. Let's keep reading. Oh shit. That was a funny ass artwork. I love it, dude. That's just badass. Let me get a little react. Are you guys ready? Chapter 1290. I did not read that spoiler if there was a spoiler. No, I didn't read it. If there was a spoiler, I didn't read it. Chapter 1290 is called Fulfilling Wishes. Putting away the full card, Klein took out Creeping Hunger from the Void, equipped it to his left hand, and activated Teleport. After returning to the Miniaturized City Library, he immediately said to the servant of consummate Ariana, "It has been thrown into the abandoned palace on the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range. That was an entrance to the Foggy Town. As for how to deal with 002 later on..." Oh yeah, Foggy Town and Hornicus mountain range, they're connected. Oh, spoilers. No, I didn't read it. No, it's okay. That's all right. Sometimes we get a little excited and we say things, but that's okay. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, don't worry. I didn't read it. I was gonna read it, but then it was unsent right away. He left an activated teleport. After returning to the miniaturized city library, he merely said to the Severant. I was about to say Severance, like the show. He said to the servant of consummate Ariana, "It has been thrown into the abandoned palace on the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range. That was an entrance to the Foggy Town. As for how to deal with 002 later on, it was a Church of the Evernights problem." Alright, Ariana nodded and didn't say anything else. She entered a concealed state and vanished as though she had been erased. She didn't thank him nor mention any payment. It was just like how she had never made any requests when she helped Klein in the past. "Does Ma'am Ariana know that I've obtained the full card?" Klein looked around thoughtfully and slowly sighed in the darkness. Although the supernatural incident... No, it's okay. It's okay. Although the supernatural incident has been resolved in less than 2 hours, there were still quite a number of people who had lost their lives under the strict rule. The Bellatine citizens have more or less committed certain mistakes, but the punishments they suffered were far more disproportionate to the crimes they have committed. The most... Did I do my timestamps? Yes. The most innocent party in the matter were the tourists who came past by Bellatine. They had to face a nightmare simply because they were foreigners. Klein had tried his best to do some things to protect many outsiders, including Roy and the others, but he was also limited in what he could do due to the restrictions he suffered. There weren't many loopholes that could be made use of it, making it impossible to make it seem like none of it had ever happened. What I need to do next is mainly provide treatment to the survivors. Klein retracted his gaze and planned on teleporting to Billy's house to deal with the remaining problems. At the moment, Renee Tinker, who was holding 4 blonde red-eye heads, was wearing a dark and complicated long dress, walked out of the void. One of her heads bit on a black goat's horn. He escaped the spirit world. Larian escaped. The remaining 3 heads of Miss Magician said, as expected of former Chief Shepherd. Klein, who had long sensed it, sighed without any surprise. Then he pointed at the black goat's horn. Did Larian leave that behind? After Klein received the item, Renette Tinker hadn't spoken earlier, said yes. I sent how Klein looks like with the card in Discord. Oh, okay, we'll look at it right now. I'll look at it right now once we finish this chapter. Thank you, Roy. After Klein received the item, Renette Tinker's head that hadn't spoken earlier said yes. After encountering the curse of deformity, he had still... Let me lower the volume down a bit. He had still managed to barge out of the encirclement and escape from the spirit world. He is indeed powerful. Is this a sequence to Angel who's best at fighting head-on? Klein flicked his wrist, causing the black goat horn in his palm to shatter into countless tiny specks of light as it dissipated, Oh, not right now? Okay. I can't look at it right now. I found my place. Psyche. Found my place. That was close. The limbs left behind by a Beyonder after them undergoing a transformation contain a portion of their Beyonder characteristics, not all of it, but a portion, that couldn't return to the main body. When the points of light were reassembled from sequence 9 to 7, as well as a sequence 4 beyond a characteristic, client chose the sequence 8 pugilist from it and returned the rest to Miss Messenger with a smile. These are your spoils. I'll only collect the intelligence fee. The intelligence fee? The Red Tinker didn't stand on ceremony. She raised the 4 blonde red-eye heads and had it open in its mouth, absorbing the sequence 9, sequence 7, sequence 4 warrior beyond characteristics. After watching Miss Messenger leave, Bellatine Klein teleported back to Billy's home and smiled at Roy and company. Unknown, thank you, man. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful emoji. The problem had been resolved. You are no longer foreigners who have to be treated with animosity. The 4 Beyonders who had just responded with their heartfelt and relieved smiles when they saw magical Mr. Magician invite a strange... Sorry, it's like muscle memory at this point. I'm saying Miss Magician when it's Mr. Magician. It's just weird muscle memory. Invite a stranger from air. It was an old man with a dark red bow tie. He wore a shirt, vest, formal suit, and blue striped trousers. His hair remained thick despite it being all white. His aura was warm and elegant. This was the marionette Hyven Rambus, whom Klein had once possessed. He planned on using the manipulator to seal away their memories of 002. Oh, he's gonna seal it. Base unknown viewer. Where is known. Not being corrupted by Sephira didn't mean that Billy's wouldn't encounter terrifying matters when he recollected the matters, as there was only one relevant period of memory for Billy's, and he didn't know the truth of this matter. What Klein needed to do was rather simple. Therefore, he didn't seek Miss Justice's help. He planned on using his marionette's historical void projection to complete it. You didn't tell them about what happened in the city library, right? Klein got Hyven Rambus to walk to his side as he asked Billy's. Billy's hurriedly shook his head and said, I remember your advice. Very good. Next, I'll give you some psychological treatment. I'll help you forget all those matters. Otherwise, you'll be targeted by 002 and never be able to attain peace until you die. Believe me. Sealed artifacts at this level can definitely do something like that. Even if it had been taken away, Klein explained his goal frankly. Billy's lips quivered as he said, all right. He chose to obey and believe. After inviting Roy, Pasha, and Phil out of the rental apartment, Klein recontrolled Hyven Rambus to do a series of mental control processes. Scroll down too much. Mental control processes and successfully made Billy's forget the brass book he had seen, as well as the contents on it. After doing this, Klein carefully took out the magic mirror and looked at it. Rhodes, are there any other hidden dangers? On the surface of the ancient silver mirror, the aqueous light flickered and reflected on the line of silver words. Great Master, there aren't any latent risks in Bellatane. As for the other places in Lowen and Facek, as it involves 002 itself, I'm unable to see it clearly. Perhaps you can confirm it yourself. Alright, Klein nodded slightly, took out a gold coin, and softly chanted the corresponding divination statement. With a ping, the gold coin flicked up and was thumped in the air. During this process, the scenes naturally surfaced in Klein's mind. They were chimney, streets, and cities. They were extremely vague and lacked specific directions. With a slight frown, he collected his thoughts and reached out to catch the gold coin. Then he got Pasha and the others to return to Billy's home. He smiled and said to Roy, didn't you wish to obtain the next potion? You can make a wish now. Oh, just like that. Roy's eyes revealed surprise as he asked nervously, I can still make another wish. This is a gift. Klein replied with a smile. Roy's heart stirred. Without asking any more questions, he seized this opportunity to fulfill his wish of obtaining the next potion. Klein then threw the warrior's pathway sequencing a pugilist beyond characteristics to him. This is essentially a potion, but for safety, I suggest you search for this corresponding formula and find the correct supplementary ingredients. Your amazing feats are worthy of praise. Roy's expressed his gratitude. His first potion had been, in some sense, been a warrior beyond a characteristic that had been devoured. As the apocalypse was approaching, along with his relatively low sequence and good luck, he didn't lose control on the spot. He didn't even have any serious psychological problems. After that, he gradually came into contact with other Beyonders and came into contact with true mysticism. Only then did he learn about how dangerous his actions were, and he didn't dare make a similar attempt again. Faced with Roy's praise, Klein looked around and smiled. Next, follow me out of Bellatane. This doesn't mean that there is still danger, but I have to make use of the time to fulfill your wish. One wish involved Roy hoping that Klein could help them leave Bellatane, while the other wish involved Pasha's wish to have Klein protect them and allow them to leave Bellatane City alive. Although these two matters were meaningless under the present situation, to Klein he had to fulfill the wish even if there was no point in doing it. Okay. I'm just a heartless wish-granting machine, Klein lampooned himself as he smiled at Belize and company. Pashu and the others glanced at each other, not daring to raise any objections. Just like before, they held each other's hands. Then Klein brought them to the outskirts of Bellatane with teleportation. The magic show has come to an end. It's time to say goodbye. Klein took off his hat and bowed. He tried his best to make himself a true wandering magician. This was a habit of his acting. Upon seeing this, Pasha blurted out, "Can we know your name?" I just realized we've never had his name. So this is the Merlin reveal. This is the Merlin reveal. Okay, this is badass. All right, let's go. Klein smiled and said, I have too many names. Different people have different names. For me, you can call me the miracle magician it is Merlin Hermes. Fuck, that's the only spoiler I knew. Shit. It's okay. I ain't even mad. That's hype as fuck. Ooh, Merlin Hermes? There are so many edits of these lines. Bro, it looks like we're going to be watching a lot of shit after this read-through, huh? You can call me the miracle magician Merlin Hermes. I love this persona already. Mr. Hermes, are you a believer of the Evernight Goddess? Roy asked after some hesitation. No, I believe in the Fool. For a moment, Klein didn't know how to answer. He really wanted to say that he once was, but not anymore. After some consideration, he decided to act as an attendant of mysteries in advance. That's smart. He immediately restrained his smile and solemnly said, the one I serve is the Fool, the Lord of the Mysteries, the great ruler above the spirit world. If you wish to believe in this mighty existence or wish to gain more of an understanding, you can go to the Sonia Sea's roasted archipelago. The Lord's mission... the Nitz is a fucking missionary. For someone that has a... What's the word called? For someone that has a silver tongue, my man became a fucking missionary. The Lord's missionary. The Nitz is currently preaching there. So when he's in ceremony, dog shit. He almighty, dog shit. The Lord's missionary, the Nitz, is currently preaching there. Furthermore, the City of Silver definitely has all the potion formulas from the Warrior Pathway under Sequence 2. Klein silently added, but he didn't say it out loud. Roy nodded slightly and said, it's my first time knowing of such a mighty existence in this world. Your miraculous nature has shown his brilliance. He didn't directly respond to Mr. Merlin Hermes because he was still hesitant. Don't be hesitant, be a believer. Pasha Billy's and... Oh, sorry, that sounds like a cult right there. Be a believer. Pasha, Billy's, and Phil were the same. Without another word, Klein turned around and left the Four Beyonders before making a detour to Bellatane. He didn't forget his purpose in alighting at this tiny city. He planned on immediately finding a room to study the full card above the Great Fog. In the city in Mitsyashara, at a particular library, a young law researcher took out a book from the bookshelf and walked to a table by the window and sat down. As he carefully read through the book, he realized that there was a page of yellowish-brown paper on it. What is this? The young law... Who is this? The young law researcher... Who is a young law researcher in Mitsyashire? A young law researcher took out a book from the book and walked to a table by the window. I'm sorry. Did the church conceal it as a regular book in a library that's like in an endless loop, but then because they conceal the writing, it just looks like a blank book? Is that what's going on? A young law researcher took out a book from the bookshelf and walked to a table by the window and sat down. As he carefully read through the book, he realized that there was a page of yellowish-brown paper in it. What is it? The young law researcher muttered to himself in confusion and reached out to pull out the paper. After confirming that it was written in ancient Phasic, the content was rather rare. In the Fourth Epoch, there was a book named the Turnison Brass Book. The book is a book. No, LMAO is still there. Okay, wait, what is this? Who is this random dude? Wait, I don't get this part. I'm not gonna lie and pretend I know what happened right here. Who is... Am I supposed to know what this scene represents? Where did you hide a tree? In a forest. Yeah, like and I'm over here like, oh, what's the best spot to hide the book? You hide it in a public library with like all these other random books. Okay, well, I don't want to go too deep into that. I don't know who that would be. I don't get this part. In the Fourth Epoch, there was a book named the Turnison Brass Book. All right. You're supposed to keep reading. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. We're supposed to keep reading. Not right there. Yeah, because we still got to read 91 and 92, and then we're all done. All right, let's go. Timestamp. Update this. And I need to check right now how odd it sounds. I didn't even ask you guys. I didn't even ask how it sounds, but I assume because no one said it's too low or it's too loud, I think it's just right. So we're about to find out right now how it sounds. 92, and then we're all done. All right, let's go. Timestamp. Update this. And I need to check right now how odd it sounds. I think I can lower it like just a smidge. So if it sounds like this, how does this sound now? Because I don't want it too loud, at least on my end. So I think this might sound better now. 92, and then we're all done. All right, let's go. Timestamp. Update this. And I need to check right now how odd it sounds. I think I can lower it like just a smidge. So if it sounds like this, how does this sound now? Because I don't want it too loud, at least on my end. So I think this might sound better now. 92, and then we're all done. That's pretty good. I think that's good. I think it's good. I think this sounds good. This sounds good for you guys, right? And then look, I can turn it up here for you guys a little bit more. You guys are only at minus 3.7 decibels. All right, we're good. Everything's good. Everything's updated. Next chapter. Oh man, my room is such a fucking mess, man. Oh my god, I haven't been taking care of my room, man. Usually my free time where I like clean and do all this shit has been streaming. So all my shit is over here. I got shit down here. Oh man, it's bad. I've never been like this. I've always been at least pretty clean when it comes to this kind of stuff. I just realized how crooked my beanie is. That's crazy. All right, let's keep going. Chapter 1291. Above the great fog in an ancient palace, Klein's figure appeared. At that moment, on the high-backed chair belonging to the fool, sat a person shrouded in the grayish-white fog. As Klein returned to Sephara Castle, this person instantly disintegrated, turning into transparent and distorted worm spirit that flew to Klein and entered his body. Thankfully, the restrictions placed by 002 only involved no leaking of secrets returning. I didn't have my connection with the worms of spirit that were guarding Sephara Castle severed. I started up all the way. That were guarding Sephara Castle severed. Otherwise, they wouldn't have already lost control and become monsters. Klein sighed inwardly as he sat at the seat belonging to the fool and picked up the full card he had previously sacrificed to himself. As the card of blasphemy had already been activated, there was no need for him to seek out any additional incantations. All he needed to do was inject his spirituality into it to see the corresponding changes. The full card quickly transformed into a miniature illusionary bug. This is a first. Klein is doing Klein proud? Yeah, definitely, dude. New Klein is doing old Klein proud. The full card quickly transformed into a miniature illusionary book. With Klein's guidance, it kept flipping back until it reached the last 2 pages. Sequence 1, Attendant of Mysteries. This is an angel who serves the profound mysteries. He had gained initial control of the corresponding domain's authorities. He can summon spirit body threads of objects that originally existed. He can combine many psychological objects or abstract concepts together. The potion formula is as follows. Many main ingredients. 1, Attendant of Mysteries beyond a characteristic. Isn't... Oh, the curtain. The curtain is like the other part. That's like a sequence 1. Yeah, so we got okay, so we have the main ingredient. 1, Attendant of Mysteries beyond a characteristic. Supplementary ingredients. 9, Spirit World specialties. Advancement ritual. Build a town. Oh, Foggy Town. Holy shit. Building town consisting... Oh, Foggy Town. Build a town consisting only of marionettes and design a trajectory of fate for every marionette. By letting them interact with each other, they would act as sufficiently real-life paintings and create a corresponding area in the spirit world. Wait. Like Cauldron City? Wait, not Cauldron City. Sorry, wait, no. Sorry. Sequence 1. Like Cauldron City. In the spirit world. And create corresponding areas in the spirit world. That's what it is. They would act as sufficiently real-life paintings and create a corresponding area in the spirit world. The larger the town... Yeah, sorry. I get it. Sorry. Not Foggy Town, my bad. I got it. It's just the Foggy Town, I guess, in a way, it feels very symbolic with the marionettes, and then you create the town. But, like, I know he technically wasn't that, like, part... He wasn't sequence 1. That's so cool. So it's like he has to make... I'm sorry, what the fuck? He has to make his own Cauldron City? What? The larger the town, the more the marionettes involved, the more detailed the daily lives are, and the more realistic and extensive the different fates are, the better the ritual effects would be. Sequence 0 the Fool. What? You gotta make your own fucking NPCs with their own intricate daily routines and what? What the fuck? This is a true deity. In a sense, he is the embodiment of the corresponding authorities. He is adept at using all kinds of methods to fool all things, showcasing all kinds of fascinating miracles. The potion formula is as follows. Main ingredients, the uniqueness. Where the fuck do we get this? Wait, no, what is it? Cauldron City was a story that was... Cauldron City is from, Cauldron City. Well, I'm at least right now, I was theorizing. Cauldron City was like the city, the prior Fool made, right? Like in the Spur World. Is that not like implied, or am I off on that part? Hopeland, he thinks Cauldron City was like that when it it has nothing to do with it. Well, in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, he has to make his own Cauldron City. He has to make this. Dog, you good? Okay, now Cauldron City, bro. You mean Foggy Town? Hey, you see somebody said Foggy Town? No, which one? Okay, you guys gotta let me know which one. Well, like, is this more in reference towards like creating a Cauldron City or like creating a Foggy Town? Man, he's just gonna make his dude. This guy's gonna play fucking Cityville, bro. You guys remember Cityville? This bitch is gonna make his own Cityville, Foggy Town. Okay, he's gonna make his own Cityville. Holy shit, this is so cool. Supplementary ingredients control at least a quarter of the fog of history. So the potion formula is as follows. Main ingredients, the uniqueness of the Fool, 2 attendant mysteries beyond characteristics apart from one's characteristics, so that fulfills all 3. Supplementary ingredients control at least a quarter of the Foggy Town. Advancement ritual full time. It's full in time. I'm sorry, what? Advancement ritual full time history or fate once. Oh, I'm sorry. How do we full time? Full time history or fate once? As he read, Klein slowly frowned and slightly muttered to himself. Compared to the advancement ritual of attendant mysteries, the full ritual is just too abstract. What does it mean to full time history or fate? He reveals that he's Zo Mingriri, and then this whole time everybody thought he was Klein, but he was fucking Zo this whole time, and that way he fooled everybody. Right? That's how we do it. How does one decide if it's successful? That's a huge ass success right there. Controlling at least a quarter Foggy Town of history is it's easy. Controlling at least a quarter of the fog of history is relatively simple for me. On the other hand, I know a lot of ancient secrets and have lit up many historical fragments. On the other hand, I can directly influence the fog of history through Sefer Council. I'll put the Fool's matter aside for now. Currently, my focus is on tentative mysteries. You have to walk one step at a time before running, before running is possible. Of course, some lucky ones can fly directly. It's very easy to find 9 specialties in the 9th Spur World, be it to get Miss Messenger to help or seek the 7 lights of the advance. This isn't a problem. The advancement ritual is very close to the environment around Zaratul and the Antigonus family's ancestor. Furthermore, it matches what the 7 lights said about having a close connection with the spirit world. I can determine it to be true for now. With this in mind, Klein took off Thomas' pendant, wrapped around his left wrist, and used divination to confirm the authenticity of the Attendant of Mysteries potion formula. It wasn't that he didn't believe in Emperor Rizal, but his fellow countrymen had likely been influenced by Mr. Dor before he created the cards of blasphemy. He had gone to the moon and suffered the corruption and contamination of the Mother Goddess of Depravity, thus resulting in distorted memories. Oh, damn, man. It was precisely because of this that it was highly possible that Rizal had buried some traps in the key areas of the cards of blasphemy in his final days. In this aspect, Klein had always been cautious and careful. Speaking of the primordial moon's true form, most of the powerful great old ones, the Mother Goddess of Depravity, could it be that Emperor had unknowingly been tainted based on her title. On the moon, perhaps there are many younger brothers and sisters that Bernadette has never met before. Of course, it's unlikely that there are gender differences. The marionettes needed for the Attendant of Mysteries ritual can be obtained from the forsaken lands of the gods. The copious number of monsters there is a good thing. Furthermore, I have accumulated quite a few of them previously. As Klein's thoughts wandered, he turned his head to look at the other side of the ancient palace and made the grayish-white fog beside the junk pile dissipate. Just make sure. Let me sip my coffee, finish it. Read my previous message. I explained the differences. Okay, wait. I got you. Thank you, Roy. Oh, wait. Thank you, Roy. So, Cauldron City is the spiraling city and is the ancient death. Oh, ancient death's kingdom. Thank you. Sorry. I forgot Cauldron City was ancient death. Gregor's place, right? Yeah, it was Gregor's kingdom. Foggy Town is the Antigonus Palace. And is the Antigonus place. Sorry. Well, I remember Foggy Town was related to the Antigonus, or like the half fool. Got it. Elemental. Okay, got it. Gregor's. Yeah. Ancient. Am I mixing up names? Hello. Well, long story short. Okay, thank you for explaining, right? Okay, two separate things. One is related to ancient death, and the other is related to Antigonus. Thank you. Sorry. It's like it all jumbles up here and there sometimes, and I kind of have to like wait. I don't. It's hard. I'm telling you, man. I have never read anything this in depth, bro. I have been reading manga, and that's it. I've read manga. I read web novels, and I've dabbled in a few light novels, right? Like ReZero back in the day. Or like a few other random stuff, but never like to this extent, 1,000+ chapters. So my bad. I forget things here and there. As the fog recorded, rows of brownish yellow seats appeared, each of which sat a figure. Those figures were either giants covered in silver armor, humans with deformed facial features in linen clothes, and large chunks of flesh overgrown with eyes. They sat. Are we recording? Yeah, we are. They sat quietly in the rows of seats, their eyes glazed over and indifferent as they stared in the direction of the long mottled table. These were all marionettes that Klein had gathered in the forsaken lands of the gods. Every time he needed to switch locations and it wasn't convenient for him to carry too many with him, he would sacrifice a batch of them above the Great Fog. Of course, this has nothing to do with environmental protection. Instead, it was what had happened to the Foggy Town. And the scene displayed by Zaratul, it made Klein instinctively believe that there was a high chance that a particular ritual would require many marionettes. Therefore, he had always been very frugal in this aspect. As for why he didn't hang these marionettes up and had them sit in rows in a conjured theater as a member of the audience, oh, it's like watching a movie. This was because Klein felt that the actions of the... I've seen this artwork before. I think I've seen an artwork where Klein is sitting like in a theater. And I'm like, but I didn't know if it was Klein or not. But I saw it pop up on my feed one time. I'm like, wait a sec, I think I've seen this. Where he's like sitting down. I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like Klein. But then it looked like everybody was just watching a movie. This is because Klein felt that the actions of the Antigonus family and sister Zartul were a little pervious. You need to watch more stuff with mind games and stuff to increase your intellect. I really do, man. You can call me a simpleton. I like reading me like a good shonen, here and there. Sometimes I'll spice it up with a good seinen, but yeah, that's kind of what I've always stuck to. Like, I'll read some, like, I guess sci-fi horror stuff here and there, but yeah, you can call me a simpleton. But yeah, no, it's true. I do need to read more of this. He had tried to imitate and mimic them, but the goal was for acting. Now he didn't need it anymore. But how can such a marionette city produce corresponding spirit world information? The spirit world is a gathering past, present, and future information, but it doesn't directly include such fate objects generated from what others know. Every living being, actions, and words were reflected in the spirit world in an abstract manner, becoming the source of divination. When our actions, words, and certain intense feelings are clearly built into a marionette city, the city's spirit world projection would appear, turning into a true existence. The interactions involved in this are linked to the more profound secrets of the spirit world. Klein closed the Fool card in thought and played with it. As he had already reached the angel level, he had certain understandings regarding the creation of the cards of blasphemy. Back then, not only was Rizal able to draw powers from Kingdom, but he could also give actual powers to abstract knowledge. As for what kind of material the Emperor used to create and how he accomplished the effects of anti-divination and anti-prophecy at the level of deities, Klein was unable to figure it out. After some thought, Klein tried to accommodate the Fool card in his body. His condition immediately changed his body that was covered with colorful clothes, and there was an extremely gorgeous piece of headwear on his head. His aura was deep and terrifying, but it gave off a comical, ridiculous, ludicrous feeling. It was a conditional filled with a strange conflict. The space attached to a Sephira castle... Let me raise the volume. The space attached One sec. Let me raise the volume down just a smidge. Let me raise it up a little bit. The space attached to Sephira Castle gently swayed as though it wanted to surrender to the feet of this indescribable deity. My level has been enhanced a little. There aren't any substantial changes. After all, I'll imagine he fucking digested it right here. My level has been enhanced a little. There aren't any substantial changes. After all, I'm already the owner of Sephira Castle. It's like I have a fashionable costume that can accentuate my aura. He's just aura farming. Klein shook his head and said a few self-deprecating words. At the same time, a transparent and distorted worm spirit crawled out from his body, forming a figure that was identical to him. After splitting off a worm spirit of himself that could respond to prayers at any moment, Klein returned to the real world and strolled around Beltane City. He used the method of granting wishes to treat the injuries of people as he learned about the war from them. Dog shit. Our beautiful, what's the word called? What is he now? Dog shit, the Nids couldn't help but curse when he heard the crew's report. They actually finished the whale oil. Why didn't you stop them? As they passed by Gargus Archipelago, the Nids and his crew brought back a batch of whale oil that hadn't been refined. They planned, oh, that's too low. They planned on bringing it back to Bayam and selling it at a high price. Who would have expected the portion of it was secretly eaten by the City of Silver's half-giants? The crew members glanced at the Oracle and whispered, they don't understand what we're talking about. We don't understand what they're talking about either. Only the shortest one can communicate, but it doesn't mean we can find him at any time. He always cogitates in places where the sun shines, changing positions every time. The Nids subconsciously stared. This is what happens to illiterates? Damn, fucking the Nids. This dude is fucking ruthless. Damn. He copied my whole flow word for word, bar for bar, man. If you could grasp all sorts of languages like Ancient, Basic, Jotun, and Elvish like me, something like that wouldn't have happened. Of course, linguistic talent is related to intelligence. You don't have to force yourself. The crewmen carefully looked at the Nits again. Oracle, they ate the portion of whale oil you bought. Dog shit, did I just time loop? Did I just reread that? Oh, they told him again. Oh, now they ate this. Dog shit. The Nit's reaction was faster than his thoughts as he rushed towards the cabin. After a period of chaos, the Nits received compensation with a sequence beyond a characteristic. He didn't know if he had profited or suffered a loss. After all, the dirty body's fluids left under characteristics made him feel disgusted and nauseous. By the time the ship returned to peace, City of Generosity Bayam was already in front of the City of Silver's reconnaissance team. Derek, led by Livio, Candace, and the others to the deck, and looked at the destination of their journey. Although they had passed many ports, they had never been allowed to alight from the ship. They could only watch from afar. Now it's finally time for them to step onto... Oh, this is their first time walking on new land. To step onto the land outside. Every cell, the large number of people, houses, and hardships they had seen from afar were still unable to conceal their bubbling enthusiasm. They continued to yearn for life in the world of light. Oh, man. I'm about to cry again. What the fuck? Of course, having been used to the darkness and lightning, they took quite some time before they could get used to the sun outside. If not for the fact that they were beyonders, they wouldn't have suffered permanent damage to their eyes. As he looked at the docks of the numerous people, the airships that were traveling high in the sky, and the other ships around him, while hearing noises that could barely be understandable, Derek suddenly felt a sense of nervousness. This would be the area where the City of Silver would take up residence in the future. Oh, man. This is beautiful, dude. As he swept his gaze, he suddenly saw a man. Oh, who is it? He saw a man? Is it Klein? Did he come to greet him? He suddenly saw a man standing on the coastal lighthouse. He was wearing a long rope embroidered with a symbol of storm. Oh, it's Alger. His hair was dark blue, nearly black, like a clump of seaweed. His face was rough and carved. As his gaze met Derek, instantly calmed down and no longer fought. Oh, this is beautiful. At Zerg gazes met, Derek instantly calmed down. I got a tear in my eye, man. This is beautiful. As the Zerg gazes met, Derek instantly calmed down and no longer felt uneasy. He's like, dude, he met his fucking bro, dude. This is so cool. Oh, man, this is tight. I'm already cursed? No, we're not. You guys aren't cursed. Oh, man. Wait, what happened? What happened? Who's cursed? What happened? Oh, man. This is beautiful. Let me do my timestamp. I think Milosh said there was artwork, right? I shouldn't look yet. I think I need to read one more chapter. Let me just quickly check my messages. Okay, he responded. I'll look at his thing later. Don't worry, I haven't scrolled down on the artwork yet. I haven't scrolled down. All right. All right, so this is most likely going to be our last chapter before we do our overall thoughts and look at some artwork. Because I know Milosh said, he's like, man, I got a lot of fucking artwork. One more chapter and then artwork. Okay. All I saw when I quickly took a glance, he did post like I think you said Klein artwork, and I didn't look at it. Don't worry, I haven't looked at it. I just scrolled down a little bit from the thing we saw earlier. All right, here we go. Chapter 1000. I'm trying not to get emotional, dude. So this is gonna be their first time entering the land of sun, the land of the light, the light seekers, man. It's so fucking good. I lost my card. Where's it? Chapter 1292. Entering Bam for the first time. After the huge ship belonging to the Resistance docked, all of the city's silver citizens changed into a round neck shirts, brown jackets, pantaloons, and dark-colored caps before following Oracle the Knits down the ship. They prepared to pass. I need to lighten it up, and let me play another beautiful music. What's something we can listen? I think I just need to play Expedition, man. Let's play this. Let's play this. I think this works. I think it works. Test 1 2 3. I think I just need to play Expedition, man. Okay, this works. Yeah, that's good. That sounds good. Let's play this. Let's play this. Down lower down here, but I think this works. I think it works. Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah, we'll just play this. We'll play this for now. I feel like this is fitting for them entering the land. Chapter 1992. So we're with Oracle Danitz down the ship. Let me just reread the chapter. After the huge ship belonging to the Resistance docked, all the City of Silver citizens changed into round neck shirts, brown jackets, pantaloons, and dark-colored caps before following Oracle Danitz down the ship. They prepared to pass through the dock to enter the City of Generosity, Bam. These clothes had been prepared beforehand. It's really uncomfortable wearing this. It's not suitable for battle. As he walked, Livio moved his limbs and whispered to Elder Derek. That I gotta get used to that. Elder Derek. Derek nodded slightly and said, "But it's better to hide ourselves and not be too eye-catching. We don't want to become the focus of attention." Derek's analysis wasn't a problem at all. After all, they were outsiders. They were outsiders and they only numbered 21 people. It was best if they didn't attract the attention of others, but he seemed to have forgotten a crucial detail. But they're all looking at us. Candace quickly surveyed the area and whispered. The workers who were dressed crudely or half naked at the pier all looked over the tourists who wore all kinds of get-ups. They're tall, a Bam resident with bronze skin with slightly curly hair could not help but sigh. His height was only around 160. This was the height of all the male commoners. The current colonial era... Damn, like these guys are tiny, dude. As for the people of City of Silver, the other than Derek, who was only slightly over 2 meters tall, the rest were on average above 2.3 meters tall. The tallest of them exceeded 2.5 meters tall. 7.5 feet? Because 3 meters would be 9 feet, right? So I assume 7.5 feet? 7 feet? 7.5? 7.5 feet tall? 7.5 feet? To have such half giants walk through the docks amidst the crowd was equivalent eye-catching no matter what they wore. Face Asians, a lowness and top hat. Oh, so I just realized their size right now, they're like avatars. Easy maths. That's right. 3 meters is 1 foot. 2 meters is 3 feet, not 3 feet. 2 meters is 6 feet. 3 is 9. So 2.5 would be 1.5 feet. And if my math is right, it'd be like 7.5 feet. Like 5 more feet than you. So like 5 more feet than you. Face Asians, a lowness and a top hat, inform us to turn his head to gossip with the compensation. Has the slave trade begun again? Oh. He believed the City of Silver entourage were Face Asian slaves from the roasted government that had bought from Lowen Kingdom. After all, in this world, the only ones he could think of who had such heights and such numbers were the barbarians who claimed to be the descendants of giants. His partner shook his head and frowned. It doesn't seem like the case. Most Facians have light blue eyes. Furthermore, even if they are Facians, I cannot speak right now. Few of them exceeded 2 meters in height, unless there are nobles or high-ranking prisoners of war. Although face-sick didn't have a clear role in all kinds of industries, especially military, there was a phenomenon that one's height determined one's status. Of course, this wasn't the only condition. It was a combination of family background, nobility, and ranks. Due to such traditions, the descendants of Phasacians, royalty, and the military brass were generally taller than 2 meters. Due to such traditions, the descendants of Phasacians, royalty, and the military brass were generally taller than 2 meters. That was actually a superficial phenomenon that, in essence, was an influence of their beyonder characteristics. Those who become one of the brass of the Phasic military were either nobles or at least sequence 5. As for the latter, due to the repeated influence of the giant passageway potions, their height would definitely reach that standard height. Those who chose the Red Priest pathway would have a certain increase in height. However, the signs weren't as obvious in their early stages as those from the giant pathway. As the total increase in height was only a few centimeters, they had to become a demigod to experience a qualitative change. For nobles' descendants, their ancestors were more or less giants or had martial alliances with giants. Regardless of whether they inherited the beyonder characteristics, their corresponding genes accumulated over generations would definitely allow their normal height to exceed 2 meters. Among them, families who were still in control or a portion of the giant pathways potion formulas, and those who had a certain heritage tend to be in the same situation as the residents of the City of Silver, so they all get mixed up. The royal family in charge of the Red Priest pathway maintained the heights of their descendants through martial alliances. Marital alliances. The residents of the City of Silver, who were being scrutinized by numerous gazes, felt increasingly uneasy. It was as if they had returned to the cursed land where they were being watched by monsters as they walked in the dark. And now they found the light, dude. Oh, it was beautiful, dude. This is amazing. I am so happy, man. I am so happy for the City of Silver. I am so happy for people of the Forsaken Lands. Derek was very calm and composed. He looked around and said to the members of the reconnaissance team, "They don't have any ill intentions." After confirming that Mr. Hangman was in the city and how he knew that he had arrived, Derek no longer felt isolated and helpless. It wasn't that he didn't trust the messenger that Mr. Fool had appointed, but that he believed that he didn't want to trouble God as much as possible in his daily life. The best thing to do was resolve problems himself. And when it came to dealing with his own problems, Derek was ultimately unfamiliar with the outside world, so he wasn't too confident at this moment to have an experienced, trustable, extremely intelligent native with a meticulous mind help him would definitely be the best option. Of course, Derek also knew that Mr. Hangman wouldn't make any contact with him on the surface because he belonged to another faction. He wasn't a believer of the Sea God. If he acted too warmly over matters regarding the City of Silver, he was bound to be suspected. Oh, so even then you can't be too like buddy-buddy. However, there will always be a proper reason, suitable opportunities to meet, Derek thought in anticipation. Amidst his thoughts, he and the members of the City of Silver reconnaissance team followed the Nits out of the dock and arrived on the streets. Their vision suddenly broadened as they saw more people before and heard all sorts of voices. To the people of the City of Silver, this was even more lively than the granted harvest in the hometown. At a glance, there were countless people dressed in strange clothes with all kinds of unique characteristics. Some were in a hurry, others were strolling leisurely, and some were carrying large pieces of fruit. They used pipes to suck in the liquid, or held food that looked like a straw. They looked at the delicious pies on the ship, occasionally taking a bite. Apart from these, horse-like creatures that pulled carriages produced tinkling sounds, the metallic objects that moved extremely fast, and the smell of the various spices that filled the streets made people of the City of Silver feel like they had come to another world. And to them, this was indeed another world. Even though they were a little fearful and uneasy, they were not too used to such a scene. Everyone could clearly feel the vibrance of this scene. This was like the sunlight in one soul reflect. Oh, I'm getting emotional, man. This was like the sunlight in one soul reflecting the sun in the sky. This is the place where we will live, battle, and reproduce in the future. Derek, getting straight to the point. Derek, Livio, Candace, and the others subconsciously had similar thoughts. They felt a little uneasy, but didn't reject any of it. The Nits looked at their faces, which had been stunned silly by Bayam's bustling scene and satisfaction as he inwardly muttered, "This is only Bayam. If we were to go to Trier and Backland, are you going to kneel down and kiss the ground?" Like, Bayam is just like a little port town, bro. There isn't even that much here. Like, wait till you fucking see Backland, bro. The world famous pirate controlled his urge to mock them. Oh, good thing he held back. As he was now Mr. Fool's messenger, he couldn't ruin the image of a deity. After leading the City of Silver's people to a rather luxurious hotel, the Nits gestured for the crew to handle the check-in as he spoke in fluent Jotun to his guests. "It's getting dark. We'll stay here for one night and leave the city tomorrow." The place where you will build your city has been arranged. In the other side of the forest, there's a natural harbor and a few roads that lead to roads to the city. After that, we'll expand the main road and build a railway that leads to your city. Derek, a railway? Derek, who had studied during the Terra gathering, knew what it meant. He nodded gratefully, inwardly praised Mr. Full once again. The Nits continued. We've already helped you level the area and left the space needed for some basic facilities such as water pipes and gas pipes. When you begin building houses, we'll send a team over to help with the matters. Also, the corresponding construction materials and temporary tents have been prepared for you. Thank Mr. Full. There's also the help of the Church of the Lords of Storms in this matter. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to purchase so much material. However, they mainly did so to earn additional funds. The roasted archipelago government hadn't been established for long, as its connections with the outside world weren't comprehensive enough. What they didn't expect was that the Church of the Lords of the Storms had taken the initiative to provide help for the City of Silver matter. Oh man, this is beautiful, dude. They fucking made it, dude. Water pipes, and then once they get everybody out, oh man. Water pipes, gas pipes. Derek gradually couldn't understand. It's like, what the fuck is a water pipe? A gas pipe? Derek gradually couldn't understand what was being said, but he didn't put on a pensive expression. There were a few times where the Nits nearly said the word dog shit in passing without speaking another word. Even as an oracle, he can't help but say dog shit. He introduced in glory to Eli Almighty. Hell yeah, brother. Introduced the hotel. This is a hotel that Faceatians like to live in and bam the most. The ceiling might be a little too low for you. They're like crouching, but it wouldn't be low enough to hit your head. With that said, the Nit smiled. At the end of this street is the Red Theater. He revealed a smile to all the men and said, how... Oh, they don't even know what that is. What's a Red Theater? Fucking the Nits, being the oracle. Oh, the Red Theater's over there. At the end of this street is Red Theater. He revealed a smile that all men understood. However, the people of City Silver didn't understand. Seriously, the Emperor said that most ancient human occupation is the selling of their bodies. They actually don't know what I'm talking about. The corners of the Nit's mouth twitched as he gave up on the stomach. No shot. I'm sorry. No, the Nits better not fucking take Derek to one of these. Bro, no. No, don't. He's just a child. No, I don't like where this is going. The corners of the Nit's mouth twitched as he gave up on the... Okay, thank you. The corners of the Nit's mouth twitched as he gave up on the topic. After his second and third mates were done with the check-in, he let his entourage up to the second floor and assigned them to their rooms. After doing this, he took a stack of cards... I have to cough. Woof. After doing this, he took out a stack of cards that he had long written, and he distributed them to the members of the City of Silver who were scouting the area. Every card has a few words in the local language and the corresponding word in Jotun. If you need any services or food, you can ring the bell. You can ring the bell here. When the attendant comes, the attendant of mysteries? No, not yet. When the attendant comes over, show him the card. Of course, this might not be able to understand it, but they will definitely seek help from the people who understand it. This was a simple and easy method to understand. The people of the City Silver easily grasped how to use the card, secretly excited that they could finally communicate with the people here. Following that, the Nits demonstrated how to switch on the water and how to use the toilet. Oh, they don't know how to use toilets. Does it have a bidet? And how to light up the gas wall lamps. It made Derek, Leavol, and Candace feel like they had arrived at a divine kingdom. All it took to have water flow was to press the switch. A button was enough to wash away their excrement without leaving any stains. There was a lantern that kept emitting light once it was ignited. There were all things they didn't dare to imagine in the past, and these things would become part of their new lives. By the time the City Silver members had gotten used to the hotel, the sky had completely darkened. Night had begun to rule the sky. Although Derek and company had long confirmed that there was no danger of monsters attacking the dark in the outside world, they were still instinctively afraid. Yeah, what the fuck, man? If you're growing up like that, you're just not going to get over that in one day. Therefore, they would either emit light themselves or light up the gas wall lamps. Man, like they're still traumatized by that, bro. Like the way they grew up. At that moment, they saw gas lamps lighting up one after another in the streets, the houses both near and far outside the glass windows. These lights dispersed the darkness in their respective areas. In the eyes of the people of City Silver, the bright and dim lights were like the galaxy landing on the ground. Oh, this is beautiful, man. In the eyes of the people of City Silver, the bright and dim lights were like the galaxy. Wow, I'm actually teary-eyed. The bright and dim lights were like the galaxy landing on the ground at night. Wow, man, what a fucking beautiful chapter. Hold up, I got a little emotional. Damn, man, I got a little teary-eyed. Oh man, that was a good fucking chapter. Damn, man.
I got actual tear in my eye, dude. I'm not even fucking joking, dude. Look at me. Oh, I can feel my right teardrop. It's falling. Here, let me quickly record. Look, I can feel my right tear fall. Look, I got one single tear falling right now. I'm not even lying. Look. The bidet, surely, man. The Lord of Toilets. Yeah. They're like, oh my god. Dude, wait till they see a fucking bidet, man. They're gonna lose their fucking minds. Like, water just cleans you? What? Is that what? Let's look at the artwork, man. Oh man, hold up. That was a beautiful chapter. Man, I love this series. I didn't think I'd be this attached to all these characters. Especially Derek, man. The fact that like Derek is finally out, that's beautiful, dude. And then like they see all the like lightly lit lights outside of the place. They're like, oh, it's like a galaxy. Because everything's so much more illuminated than it always is. Like it's always just dark and you can't see shit. And it's like, it's always, oh man. That's so beautiful and poetic, bro. Dude, let's look at some artwork. Wait, wrong scene. Oh, wow! Whoa! What was that? Nothing. I didn't see anything. Oh, man. What a fucking badass. I'm sorry, is this Black Emperor? Is this official artwork? What is this? Where is this from? Damn. With the Sea God Scepter? Cars of Blasphemy series. Oh, it's series merchandise. Oh, what? Where do I go buy all this shit, man? I need to buy this. Domain expansions, infinite artwork. Oh, hell yeah. You guys fucking ready? Oh, man. This is tight. I'm sorry. Wait, what the fuck is this? Am I dumb? This reminds me of Medici. Am I on the right train of thought? I see red, I'm like, oh, red priest. I see red, oh, red priest. But then I'm thinking of Medici when I see red. Oh, red, Medici. Whoa, wow, this is fucking cool, dude. Wow, look at that, man. This is so cool. Could be. This is so fucking cool. Oh, man. Get the fuck out of here. Merlin Hermes. The wandering... He has this... Oh, he's wearing... I'm sorry. Is he wearing the curtain on his neck? Is that what that is? Or is this just a scarf? I'm sorry. Wait. Is this supposed to be the red curtain around his neck? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Or is this just like part of his outfit? Oh, so it was a red priest card. Wow. This is amazing, dude. Dude, these people are so fucking talented, man. Oh my god, he's granting wishes. Is this the one who said, I want to see my daddy again? Right? Earlier? It's like, I want my dad. It's just a scarf? Okay, it's just a scarf. For a second, I'm like, what the fuck? Was he wearing the red curtain around his neck the whole time and I just didn't piece that together? I'm like, when was that mentioned? But I can see how that's like symbolic in a way, right? Now that he has a sequin 1 characteristic, I'm like, I guess it's symbolic for him to wear a curtain around him. Wow. That's crazy, man. I can't help but think of episode 1. Episode 1, it's like, there's like a red veil that he's like falling through, right? When he's like transmigrating and all that. And then you hear like a bell tower. And you hear like a bell. Oh my god, man. That is so cool. Oh wait, we looped. We're stuck in a time loop. Damn, man. Damn easy making connections. I'm like, I can't forget that. Oh, this one's beautiful. Look at the beautiful white doves. And with the power of magic, I'm gonna summon a dove. Damn. Hey, you know what? I know at least one party trick. I'm gonna show you guys the one party trick I know. I'm gonna check my cabinet right now just to make sure I have a deck of cards. But I at least still remember one good magic trick, and it's a really cool house party game.
Oh, it's a really good house party trick. I just have to check my junk drawer to see if I still have my cards. Oh, man. Damn, Milosh! Wow! That's a shitload of artwork. Damn! I was trying to eat in like 10 minutes. Shit! Are we gonna get through this in 10 minutes? Merlin Hermes. Damn, man. This is cool. I'm sorry. Is this his last persona? Because I think this was the last persona I saw. But no, it wouldn't make sense for this to be. We still have sequence 1. Well, no, he was already no, I lied. Klein said, so Merlin Hermes is his last persona because he said, I might as well already start like retroactively acting as Attendant of Mysteries. So he said, oh yes, Merlin Hermes. I am what was it? I am the wandering magician, Merlin Hermes. But then he's also, I am also like an attendant of my lord. Okay, the fool. So he's also technically already fulfilling the acting, right, as Attendant of Mysteries. Okay, all right. So he's doing like 2 birds with 1 stone, I think. Right? Is that implied? And then when he becomes the fool, it's gonna be aura farming like a fucking badass. Easy thing. There are 100 chapters left. I know, dude. There's 100 chapters left. That's what I find crazy, dude. There's 100. Wait, did I skip? No, I didn't skip that one. There's 100 chapters left. The fucking maggots, dude. I got the biggest smile on my face right now, man. I got the biggest smile. Whoa, I skipped one. Oh, I saw that. This is the one I saw pop up. When they announced the 10 seasons, when they announced like the 10-year project, people were talking about, oh my god, can't wait to see fucking Sherlock Moriarty, Gurman Sparrow, and they're saying all the names. I'm like, wow! I remember reading Merlin. I was like, whoa, and I saw him with long hair. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Wait, I was like, I haven't seen that. I haven't, like, he's still a tycoon where we're at. Damn, man. Damn, this was fucking beautiful, dude. Dude, these people are so these are like, I guess this is like, I'm sorry. So is this like a website where they upload artwork and then this is like their ID to like find them? Is that what that is? What is this? Tell? I'm like, should we call that number? Oh, no. I was like, no, I don't think that's a number. 333? Damn. My man went fucking Persona. Oh, shit. The bird comes out on the other side. That's fucking crazy. So this is the Miracle Invoker. I'm so glad I didn't read this part back then. I think I didn't read this part. No, at the time, did we know Sequence 2 Miracle Invoker? No, I think at the time we did know it was Sequence 2 Miracle Invoker. Easy, may you go to the notice channel in the Discord and type toggle Cacker rolls without the dot. It's a bot command I don't have permission to do. Wait, what is that? I can copy and paste. What does that do? I'll copy it right now. I don't know what that does. Swellers don't read. Have you read the fandom bot use? Okay. Wait. Not use channel in the Discord. I can do that. I'm blind. Wait, just let me know which one to click on. I'm blind as fuck. Is the bot use channel above voice chat? Like, I gotta find voice chat. Oh, okay. Oh, Fade Extra. What does that do? Did I do that right? Oh, without the dot. Oh. Sorry. I don't know how to use Discord. Oh, mod settings. Here, I got it. Display the Kakera value. Did I get it? I got it. We got it. I think I did it right. Did I do it right? Did I do it? I think I did it. I think we got it. We did it. We did it. Hell yeah. All right. Now, where is artwork? Oh, this is where we were. All right. This is where we were. Before I forget where we were. Damn, there's a shitload of artwork. We might got we probably have to do a part 2 to artwork. Damn. Holy shit, this is badass. Yo, my man's dripped out. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is this aura? What is this? Yo, man, I gotta find this drip, bro. Yo, we gotta wear this at Anime Expo next year. Yeah, yay, you did it. Thank you. I don't remember what that's for. I know, but yay, we did it, guys. Look at the body. Oh, dude, I want to cosplay this so badly now. Yeah, we definitely need to buy a wig, but I want to do that part. Oh man, that's good. Look at this, dude. This is straight up some Kingdom Hearts shit right here. Where he's on top of the clock tower, just eating some sea salt ice cream. Dang, look at that. This is cool, dude. I fucking love LOTM, man. The people have been begging me to allow it for weeks, but I didn't have the permission. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry if you asked earlier, D. I'm sorry. I didn't notice. I think this might be my favorite persona. I've only seen so little of him so far, but the fact that he's like, he just grants wishes and he's like fulfilling people's wishes. The fact that he's bringing joy to all these people, I think this is a good way. I feel like this is a good send-off to an inevitable sad finale. Because I don't think it's going to be a happy ending. The more I read, the more I realize I don't think it's going to be a happy ending. Look, happy birthday to him, man. But I don't think it's going to be a fucking happy ending. So the fact that we get this beautiful final persona before potentially something bad or sad happens, I think I'm good. I think I will be fulfilled. You know? Oh man, it's beautiful. Not easy. It's a very happy ending. Trust Cuttlefish. I trust him. I trust him. I trust him. That's why he did a book 2. Maybe he does a book 2 because he did such a beautiful, happy ending. He's like, I want to do a second book to make an even happier ending. That has to be it. Dude, when we were at the Cyberpunk panel, the guy's like, yeah, season 1 was depressing, but I wanted to make you guys more sad. So we decided to make a season 2 because I love misery. I want people to cry more. And I'm like, this guy is sadistic as fuck. He was so funny, though, the way he spoke about it. Yeah, season 1 is sad, but I figured I can make it sadder. So I'm doing a second season, Cyberpunk season 2. I feel like that's what Cuttlefish is thinking. Oh, wow, what the fuck? This almost reminds me of what like the you know how you see it on the internet, like, oh, this is what like a accurate description of an angel looks like with the angelic wings, but they all have eyes. I feel like that's what this is inspired by. Damn. Look at the fucking stars in his eyes, dude. Evil ass, he's on some Amon timing. We'll have a happy ending, Trust. I believe in the process. We have been reading 1,200 plus chapters. I believe in the process. I believe. Damn, there is so much fucking artwork of this persona. Holy shit, dude. Yo, is Merlin in chat? Man, Merlin Hermes has been chatting with us for so long. He's also been a member for so long, too, because he always has his green icon. Man, Merlin Hermes has been with us this entire time. Oh, now I see why you sent me this one, Milosh. Because I technically didn't have, like, his full description yet. Yeah, this is the one you sent me last time. Like, I got one I could show you. Yeah. This is the one you showed me yesterday on Saturday. The miracle. Your wish will be realized. What does that say? Oh, is that a Rhodes? Oh, it's a Rhodes. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, look at him holding a Rhodes. What a fucking badass. Wait, what the fuck? Why isn't a Rhodes should be in the pictures more often? Hold up. Where's a Rhodes? All his personas. This has to be his final persona, like before he becomes the Fool. Like, I'm at a point where I think, like, I'm at a point where I feel like he becomes the Fool at the end of the series, and like he succumbs to whatever his destined fate is, and then he just becomes this enigma. He just becomes like a sequence zero god in book 2. Like I'm at that point where I'm like, okay, because we read the volume 6 author notes, I'm like, okay, like Klein is not gonna be around in book 2. He'll probably be around in some way, shape, or form, but he's not gonna be the MC. Like it's a new character. I think the only other thing I know, I think people mentioned it was a woman. I think that's the only thing I know. People said that really early on when I started reading it, and I never forgot. I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. And everybody's like, shut the fuck up, don't say anything. I'm like, too many COI spoilers. Everybody chill the fuck out. I remember that part. Wow. So this is it. It's GG, man. It's over. This is his last persona. Oh, he's granting the wishes in Billetine Town. Oh, man. It was supposed to be Andronimus, I think. Oh, Andronimus, where it's like they look both male and female, right? Well, ... Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I'm saying I think. We'll leave it at that. No need to confirm. We can neither confirm nor deny. Look at that. Yeah, where's Gurman? Oh, Gurman's right here. So, from what I remember, Gurman was supposed to be more representative of Zoe Mingri, but with like just skinnier, right? Like skinnier, more contorted, thinner, chiseled, and taller, right? It was supposed to be more accurate to his real self. Damn, man, look at that. Hold on, is there like an extra person in here that I just don't know of yet? Hold on, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, the real him from back home. Yeah. Keyboard warrior Zomiguri. Ah, man. You know what I hope we get though? Cuttlefish, I'm gonna be so mad if he doesn't do it. I better get at least one side, because I know the side stories are after, right? I know the side stories until like 1430 or something. Don't destroy Hope Injury. I know. This is beautiful. I know in the side stories we're gonna have. No, I know we have side stories after the finale, 1390 something, and then up until 1430, 1450. Those are all like extra side stories. I hope we get one of him just working at his job and he's just tired and he's being the keyboard warrior he's always talked about. This bitch has been hyping himself being a really good keyboard warrior. I want to see him put his keyboard warrior skills to use in a side story. I hope we get it. I hope we get one him just like scrolling on Twitter. I want an entire chapter of him just scrolling on Twitter, reading a series, reading a light novel, like, oh yeah. And it becomes very like fourth wall breaking when he talks about like, oh, why didn't the author do this or he didn't do that? Look at the little pendant, little top edge pendant is in cat form. Oh, it's cute. Wait, what the fuck are these names? Klein Moretti, Shylock Moriarty, Sherlock Moriarty, Gleeman Sparrow, Gurman Sparrow, all the little cute little name changes. Don Danitz instead of Dwayne Danitz, Don Danitz. Oh, he looking very demure in this one. Is he have Ellie in your character building? My character building? What character building? I am trying to look for spoilers. I'm like, give it to me. like, did Milosh slip up and send something he shouldn't have sent? Wait, did it say Don Danitz? I didn't read that one. Did I say Don Danitz? I meant Dante. My bad. Fucking Danitz. My fucking dumbass. Merlin Hermes. Look at this, man. Oh, he's holding a rose, but with like a little cat paw. That's so, man. This is cool. I wish I had a cat, but I mean, I got Ellie. I think originally. Oh, so this is what fucking Wiz had on his thumbnail. This is what I remember seeing. I'm like, this looks really colorful for D&D. Okay, I can try that. But that's a really good point, guys. All right, I've arrived. You can start reading now. All right, man, you guys fucking ready? We're starting COI today, dude. No, but I do need to go in like a few minutes. I gotta go soon. Dude, I think we need a two-part. I think we're gonna need a two-parter on artwork. Like, I'm not even fucking lying, because I do gotta go. I gotta end stream in like 5 minutes. And I don't want to speed through all the artwork, so I think tomorrow we go through the artwork in the beginning. I think we can do that. damn, man, why, dude? There's no shot. There's all this artwork, and he lives. I don't buy it for a second, bro, dude. I have been around the block for years. I have read so much shit over the years. I have watched so much shit over the years. I have played so much shit over the years. I've reached a point. I know it. Whenever there's just so much of something, anything, it's because people are really attached to the character because something happens to them. Like, that has to be it. It's not just because everybody's excited, right? No, it's because they have this, like, attachment to him, right? And it's because he fucking dies at the end. That has to be it. I just realized I saw you when you were in Japan. Oh, yeah, we ran into each other in Hinge. Yeah. You were the one that gave me, like, a cup of tea when we were on the train. When we were on the Shinsenkai, you're like, oh, you easy, geeky. Have some tea. And I'm like, ah. I was like, arigato, unhinged. Ah, arigato. Well, also because it feels like Klein can be himself like Zoe. Yeah, I feel like this persona is like the most... Would it be the most him he's be? I feel like when he was Klein, he was the most him. Even though he was acting as Klein. I guess I wouldn't say he's acting as Merlin Hermes, right? I guess he's just being kind and sincere. Like he always talks about, like, when he was German, he can't be as nice and polite as he wants to be. But I feel like with this one, he can finally be who he wants to be. Like, he can finally be like that nice person that he's been trying to not act as, right? Unhinged is trying to digest his potion right now. But now he can have people and just live out with kindness. Yeah, man. For now, man. For now. It has to be for now. There's 100 chapters left. That's crazy. Yo, man, I'll be honest. I think it's hitting. I'm low-key kind of sad. I'm excited, but I'm also low-key kind of sad. Damn, it's kind of bittersweet. I ain't gonna lie. I'm almost done with LOTM. I'm telling you, I was at a Halloween party last night. And yo, one of my friends was like, yeah, man, I'm watching all this fucking anime. And I'm like, damn. And it hit me. I was like, I have not been watching that much anime this year. And I'm like, and I was like, why the fuck am I not? And I didn't tell him about I'm reading Lord of the Mysteries. I'm like, why haven't I been watching anime? And I'm like, oh, no fucking shit. It's because I've been reading Lord of the Mysteries for a year. It's like my free time when I would have been gaming or watching anime is like, I'm fucking reading Lord of the Mysteries. And they're like, so what are you doing? I was like, oh, just read manga. I still try to hide the fact that I'm reading Lord of the Mysteries. Oh, man. It's so fucking funny. Damn, this one's fucking beautiful, dude. Damn. My man's sitting by Big Ben. Look at that. He's at the Big Ben. Oh, is that the full card? Yeah, it is the full card. I remember what the full card looked like. Should we do a collab? Let's fucking do a collab, man. Yo, I think I'm being serious when I told Wiz. Once I'm done reading it, like, I was like, we gotta get all the LOTM content creators, no matter how small, how big they are, and just send like a group invitation, like Kahoot quiz at the end of the year. Be there or be square. We're gonna have like the ultimate LOTM quiz. Everybody is invited, and that'd be so funny. I do want to convert them. Once I'm done, I am gonna try and convert them. And I was gonna, I fucked up. I should have told her to read Lord of the Mysteries. I should not told her to read. I should have told her to watch Lord of the Mysteries. I don't think she's watched it. Easy would come in first. You fucking know it, dude. Of course we fucking... And you know what? I might pretend to, like, mix up here and there just to kind of, like, spice up the video, right? You know, for engagement bait. I might get a few questions wrong here and there. You know, just to kind of spice it up. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Damn, this is cool as fuck. Yo, there's some artworks where he kind of looks scary. Or he's, like... I don't know. I feel like he's suppressing all of his shit. All of him losing control. I hope that with this persona, he just... I really hope he doesn't lose... Wow! I really hope... Fly me to the moon. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, are we going to the moon? I feel like at this point, I'm trying to see what I can see in the artwork. I'm like, is there any foreshadowing? Because there is one line of dialogue in the Lord of Mysteries game trailer with Audrey, and I'm like, that was a little too much. It's like, that's very vague, but because I've read enough, I feel like I can read between the lines. Wow, this one's fucking beautiful, dude. Looking for spoilers again, I say? You see Tracy or Sharon? That's a hard one. I would I would invite Sharon on a beautiful like date, you know. I would invite her out for like some coffee, for some brunch. Like I'd want to get to know her more, you know, because she's like, babe, I love you. Sorry, I don't know if you're watching. I love you, but like, don't worry, I'm in easy mode right now. I'm in streamer mode. What? I would like want to get to know her. I'll be like, hey, so tell me about yourself. How did you become a Beyonder? Like, what's up? What's up, girl? Like, you know, like, how you doing, man? How's life? How you doing? Like, you know, like, how's the gang? Like, what have you guys been up to? How's Backlight? No, not Con4K. I'll be like, let me get to know the real you, not the puppet you, I want to get to know the real you, and then that'd be it. A beautiful dinner date. Sorry, not a date. Just a beautiful get. Oh, when he lost a hand, what the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck is that? Not a date. I just like, you know, just a little brunch. You know, wow. Wow. Dude, look at that. It's like the flowers, man. At the end of season 1, when he gives the flowers to his sister. Oh, man. We got, bro. Clip and sent. No. There's nothing to clip, bro. Nothing to clip. No. Nothing to clip. Nothing to clip. Stream ended. Stream is over, guys. Stream is over. Oh, man. That's crazy. Dude, this is so fucking beautiful, bro. I think this is actually my favorite persona. Yeah, because he finally gets to be the person he's always kind of like held back, right? Like he's always been acting. Wow, man. That's scary as fuck. Like he finally gets the door. Is that like a picture frame? What is this? Like he finally just gets to be like a nice person. If you could pick a pathway RL, you should choose Hunter pathway so you can impress the missus. Yeah, like, yo, look at these fucking muscles, babe. Oh, we'll get there. We don't need no pathway for that. We don't need no pathway. I am trying to get back in shape, man. I let myself go this year. I looked at pictures of me in the beginning of the year. Fucking, I was thriving, bro. I was in my prime. Now I'm like, oh man, my muffin top is coming out. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. Oh, I think we saw this one earlier, right? Yeah. I think we looped. Dude, I'm just so happy to read this. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. When he was Klein, he was being Klein. He couldn't reveal Zoe. Okay, that makes Sherlock Moriarty. He was being Sherlock. He was being a detective. He couldn't even be Klein unless here and there. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Gurman. He had wow. Gurman. He had to keep up the appearance of this crazy lunatic guy out at sea. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh shit, I closed it. Even Dwayne. It'd be a tycoon. He can't even be him. Even the way he acted sometimes. Dang. Oh, that's this. They made this year. Oh wow, they made this like a week ago, right? 10/18/2025. Whoa, hold up. My American brain can't read. October 18th, 2025. Look at the cute little cat. That's a cool signature. Oh. This looks like the new illustrations that were posted today or yesterday. They posted like new illustrations of Klein. I only looked at the first one. I only looked at Zomer Gray. I didn't even look at Gurman or like Klein. I didn't even go through all of them in case they showed him. But I think I did bookmark it. I think I bookmarked it on Twitter just to have it saved. Yeah, that looks like it. This looks like official artwork, right? This looks like official artwork. Damn. This is the new art. You can look at it now. Fuck yeah, man. We can look at new art. Dude, this is like fresh new work. Like now. Damn, that is fucking cool. Dude, we're like not even anywhere near the bottom. Oh man, this is gonna be a 2-part. You know, I don't want to go through them quickly. I'm sorry. Is this the book? Is this the Book of Loss? Is this the Turnstile book, or is this supposed to be? Because when he got the full card or the card of blasphemy, it turned into like an illusionary book, but I think it was like a miniature illusionary book that I assume is the size of the card of blasphemy. I am a viewer. Damn, look at the fucking moon, man. You know what's crazy? I think is this a spoiler? In the entire time we've read Lord of the Mysteries, I don't think I've read about a crescent moon. I don't think I've read about a solar eclipse? Wait a minute. I don't think random book really. Okay. Oh, wait, whoa. I saw it again. There's a crescent moon. I have not read about a crescent moon a single time in lore. It's always been a full bright crimson moon. I have never read about a crescent moon. Hold up. Ain't no... I caught that. I noticed that. I have not seen a single crescent moon. Okay, there has to be some meaning behind that. I'm like looking at the sky now. Is it bro cooking or they... No. I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't want to burn anything. I'm just... Door pathway only go crazy on full moon. True, but Colorfish has only explicitly stated that crimson moon. He's never like emphasized like a crescent moon. Like it's always been crimson moon, blood moon. Like that's it. Oh, wait a minute. You guys, wait a minute. You guys thought I wouldn't catch that. Hold up. Probably because it's only one of those that does something. Full moon has more aura than crescent. Yeah, it's true. You see, you guys are throwing me off. Yeah, it's true. Okay. All right. We'll go with that for now. We'll go with that. Well, fuck, am I even supposed to use my thumbnail? With permission, though. What am I even supposed to use? Well, I have to retroactively put, like, oh, this is the art of this after we finish reading. Because I know that's going to be a while. Trying to find all the artists we've used in our thumbnails. Because I do want to give them at least, like, a shout-out. Like, I feel weird. I feel scummy just using it, you know? Oh, we looped. Oh, this one's cute, too, man. This one's fucking awesome. I think we can go for 2 more minutes. And then I do need a hard stop. For display only. Okay. If people write something like that, I'm probably not going to use it. I won't feel bad. Look at that, man. Wow, this one is cool. This one's really abstract. Oh, I thought this was like a halo. Oh, yeah. I thought there was like a little halo going around them. Crimson moon doesn't mean full moon, though. That's true. It can be crimson crescent moon. But he has never explicitly said if it was crescent or full. That's what I'm trying to say. He has. I don't think he's implied that. It's like, I don't know. It's like when you watch Assassination Classroom, it's always been a crescent moon, right? Because, like, the moon blew up. Like, 90% of the moon was destroyed in Assassination Classroom. Like, that's, like, covered in episode 1. The capital of the past. Okay. I'm not... Okay. Wow! Dude, man, I feel like I'm watching a Chainsaw Man movie. When they're looking at the fireworks, oh my god! And then even in one of the fights, all the explosions kind of look like fireworks. Sorry, I'm gonna stop. I don't want to talk about Chainsaw Man, especially spoiler. But man, that movie was fucking cinema. This picture looks so cinematic as fuck. Look at that. Easy's tunnel vision disagrees. No. There's no tunnel vision. Look, I can say a few things about this. I feel like I already know what this is, the capital of the past. Hold him, let him cook. No, there's nothing to cook. I feel like that's very verbatim what this is. Like, I don't think the creator's name is like the capital of the past. No. I think there is no tunnel vision here. This is straight up like he created. His city is the capital of the past, and that's probably how he's going to full time, right? Come on. You know it, and I know it. Come on, you guys know it. I already know what's gonna happen. He's gonna create the capital of the past, and that's how he fools history. That's how he's gonna fool history. I already know it. Damn, look at this. He's so. This is anime as fuck. This is straight up anime protagonist. They always sit at the window. Cinema. Oh shit, we got a hard stop, man. We need a hard stop. I think we're gonna hard stop here. One more. I need a hard stop. Fuck. Shit, I gotta go. But I know it's so beautiful. So much artwork. Damn, man. For display only. Okay. That's crazy, man. There's Red Note is another. It's like TikTok. Thank you, Easy, for reading all my comments this stream. Don't worry, I've always read them. Even I see you, I'm on. Don't worry. Don't think I'm not ignoring you. I also see you, I'm on. I see you in chat. Just because I know you say sometimes I don't read your guys' comments. I do read your guys' comments. Just sometimes I don't read them out loud. I'm sorry. That is another bad habit of mine. All right, hard stop. I think. Well, let me look. Okay, last one because this is only one. Man. What an amazing series. I'll be honest, I don't know how much we're gonna be able to read tomorrow, man, because we got a lot to go. I don't know how much we're gonna read tomorrow. I'll look at Love's DM to see for short streams. I don't know how much I'm gonna read tomorrow. And if I don't read tomorrow, I think we're just gonna look at artwork. But we'll see what happens. We'll do like some other random little shenanigans in between. Easy, is the LO Team your favorite series? Yeah, I think I can say it's one of my favorite series. I think it's hard for me to say it's my favorite series of all time because I'm not done, right? But it's definitely up there. I really like it, man. Like now, like here's the thing. Another thing. I really like Chainsaw Man Part 1, but like Chainsaw Man Part 1 is completely different from Lord of the Mysteries. It's a lot shorter. I wouldn't say it's as complicated as this series or as abstract as this series, but there's a lot of good shit to digest in there. And I don't know if this is recency bias, but like I saw the Rize movie last night and I'm like, holy shit. It like reestablished how much I fucking love Chainsaw Man. I haven't finished part 2. Part 2, I feel like I'm very mixed with part 2. Probably because I'm not done reading it. It feels weird when I read it. Easy, Chainsaw Man or Hunter Hunter. I fucking love Hunter Hunter. Sorry, you guys don't know that. I fucking love Hunter Hunter. Oh my god. You see, there's so much shit. Look, there's just I do have a bottleneck when it comes to expressing how much. Dude, if you name something, I've probably watched it. Like I've watched, like I probably haven't watched all the old school. The one thing I haven't watched is like old school anime. He missed it again. What did I miss? Unhinged. I am a viewer. Easy, Chainsaw Man. No. I'm on. Procrastinator of Time Breaker Promises and Tunnel Vision Reader. One who seeks the light but falls into darkness. Unhinged. Give up. Unhinged. What did Unhinged say? No. Unhinged. If you had to choose a viewer to be friends with RL, I'll choose. That's like choosing my favorite child. I couldn't do that. I would choose all of you guys. No Tunnel Vision, by the way. Yeah. Like if you guys mentioned anime, I probably watched it. Hunter x Hunter is also really good. I don't think I read the chapters that came out last year. I think there's like 10 chapters last year, right? Was it? I don't think so. Like, I know he's working on chapters. Choose? I can't, man. I choose all of you guys equally. Even if you guys hate me, I choose you guys equally, man. I would choose fucking Ellie in a heartbeat. What am I saying? I would choose my girl a heartbeat over all of you fuckers. I'm fucking kidding. You know I love you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use that word. I love you guys. You guys know that. But I love my dog. I'm sorry. I'm a dog owner, man. I'm a dog dad. I love my dog. I love you guys. When you aliens are says, yeah, you guys fucking just fucking engage with me. Just fucking choose all of you guys equally. I would choose Ellie in a heartbeat. I'm sorry if that's really mean. I really don't. No, I'm not offending you guys. I love you guys. I'm sorry, because I know people can be like, I know people can be upset when people say that. No, I'm sorry. I was joking. But I do love my dog. Low key, I do love my dog. He just doesn't want to admit he chooses me. Hit me up on Hinge. You can DM me. You can do it. We'll talk about that. I am gonna end it there though. I need to head out. I love this series, man. But it's like, dude, what? Like, I don't even know, man. Like, if I were to talk about some of my favorite manga, I'd feel like Tokyo Ghoul, Chainsaw Man, and then like Berserk. But I feel like everybody, when they talk about their favorite manga, everybody says, oh, Berserk is my favorite, Kingdom is my favorite. Vinland Saga is my favorite. Fucking JoJo. I know a lot of people say that, right? And then people that read LOTM, they're like, bro, LOTM is like one of the best things ever. Like, I understand that point, but it's hard, man. I feel like when I'll tell you this, when I do finish this, it easily made that like top 10, top 5, that 9x9. Because I can't say I have a top 1. I can't. Because there's so much shit I've watched. There's a lot shorter series I've watched that like get me in that feel. Favorite manga would be Keegan, Ashura, and Omega. I haven't read Omega. Oh shit, I've read Omega. I love Omega's the cyborg with AI, right? Is that what it is? Omega? Yeah, I remember reading that. That's what it is, right, D? Hold up. Sorry, I don't mean now we're talking about other stuff. Yeah, Omega's that one, right, D? It's like the robot that kind of like becomes sentient, self-aware. Crazy ass fucking artwork, by the way. No, I'm thinking of Origin. LOTM is definitely, yeah, like, dude, LOTM, I don't even have a top 3. I think when I've tried, I've done like a top 10. Like look, let me just ground rules. For me, top 10 anime, dude, top 10 is hard. Let me just say the ones that come to head. It'd be like One Piece, Your Line April, Free Ren, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Steins Gate. Oh man, Fate franchise. Like oh my god, there's just so much to think about, bro. It's hard. Like LOTM is already there, man. Like there's a lot, man. There's like a lot to add, man. But I love it, man. I love this fucking series. It's definitely up there, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a memorable shit. If for some fucking reason, man, I stop doing YouTube one day, or I don't got time, I'm still gonna be collecting these fucking books, reading them in the shadows, lurking, spectating the LOTM community. Something. I mean, I plan to do LOTM as long as I can. I plan to do it as long as I can. Like clearly, yeah, once we're done reading it, we'll probably be doing other stuff. But I plan to cover it every time I can. The MMO game is coming out next year. I really hope it's successful. A lot of MMOs have a really hard time like setting their ground. Also with like live service games, it's like it's very hit or miss. And then like once the studio makes one of these games, like you are hard locked to only doing that. Like I think that's why even Naughty Dog canceled their factions thing, because it was supposed to be a live service, but it was just too much. Fucking canceled it. There's always MMO games. I think like Blue Protocol was supposed to come out, then they canceled it, but then I think Bandai bought it and then like they brought it back. Like it's always such a huge investment. Like we're gonna be covering things. Don't worry, we're gonna be doing this for a while. Shit, man. For all we know, man, we might have like fucking, I don't know, man. Ellie might have kids. Shit, man. By the time that happens, I don't know, man. Hold up. That's scary, man. I take that back. That sounds scary as fuck. Not my girl. Ellie is my beautiful princess. She's just chilling. I can't even think about that right now. I'll shut up. Hello, Easy. I'm doing good, Adam. Matt, you just joined at the end of the stream as I'm doing my outro. I'm sorry. But later, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know how much we're gonna read, because we got a lot of artwork to go through. Peace, and have an amazing day. Wait, we can chill for like 5 minutes. Hold up. Let me finish the coffee. I'm in a good mood. I love you guys. Was Wiz here earlier? Somebody said Wiz. Am I tripping out? I could have sworn I thought I saw Wiz. Right? I thought I saw Wiz's name right now. We love too easy. I love you guys, man. It's fun, man. Now, I don't want to sound weird when I say I love you guys. I've been on the internet way too long. Like we do need to set ground rules, at least when it comes to that part. Like I don't want you guys to be like, oh man, I love Easy. No, that's okay. That's okay. We always got to keep it chill. Which Easy, of course. Oh man, nah, I get it, bro. Nah, no, I get it. I get it. I hope you guys get it. Indeed, Anime Wiz is my persona. Anime Wiz is gonna be my second persona. You know what's funny? I want to watch enough of his videos so I can act as him. Nah, dude, I fucking love Wiz. He's chill as fuck. He's a cool ass homie. I consider him an online friend. I don't know if he considers me a friend, because I know we don't talk that much. But I feel like the times we do talk, we have cool conversations. I know I overspoke him a few times at the beginning, because I don't know how to have these Discord conversations, or like I don't know how to have these like streamer conversations. I'm not used to it. I ramble. I talk a lot. It's so look, dude. The video should be over. It's so easy. I didn't ghost him. I will leak the DMs. He ghosted me last time. Wiz called him lame. He called me. Who the fuck does he think he is? Call me lame. You ghosted me? I know. Oh my god! I just saw your fucking dude. No, wait. That's mean. Is that? Wait, hold up. No, that's mean. Wait, hold up. I feel like that would hurt my feelings. Is he chill with that? Bald Unk? Damn, you just joined this. You just joined YouTube. Damn, man, you just joined October 11th. We just need to play the game and it'll be epic. I know, man. I need to finish my thing. You haven't seen my picture? I just saw the picture, man. How did he take that? Because I know people can get their feelings hurt. I guess as long as he's chill with that. As long as that's like a funny gag for him, then I think it's chill, right? But we shouldn't hurt his feelings. I'm telling you, once people get their feelings hurt, it's pretty sad. If he's chill with it, I guess. Oh, look, another teardrop. All right, guys. I need to head out. But before I go, did you guys see fucking GameStop posted it? Like the console wars are over. As a beneficiary of both parties, or like something like that, of both parties is like, it's over. The war is over. Ceasefire. The console wars have ended. Ceasefire, people, and we will continue operations. All right, damn. See, I yap. I yap a lot, but because I read Ultim, I don't get to yap as much as I normally would yap. I'm telling you, man, there's all this shit. I've read all this shit. I love all this shit. I'm a fucking huge ass fucking gamer. There's so much shit, man. I don't even talk about, man. That's so funny. Bro is the king of yapping. I am the fucking king of yapping. People tell me I talk too much. People say whenever I'm out, like, yo, man, you talk a lot. I'm like, yeah, I know, I talk a lot. I got a lot to talk about. Or like, damn, you loud. It's like, I know I'm loud because I want to talk. When you're gonna beat that Omega 7? Yo, man, unhinged, man. So what timing out? Why you gotta bring that up? I know I haven't. It's a hard fight, man. So we're timing out for 2 seconds. I'm fucking kidding. No, I'm kidding. Exactly, dude. Oh man, that fight is so fucking hard. But I'm gonna head out. I love you guys. We're gonna talk about that soon. No, I'm we're gonna end stream as he's timed out. I'm gonna head out. Later, guys. I'll see you guys soon. All right. I don't know what we'll be doing tomorrow, but we'll find out. Peace.